Look at you, you beautiful bastard.
How is this petty Petra stealing guy is my best friend? Beats the hell out of me, but he is appreciate your dog.
Oh, we are live, we are live, we are live, we are live. Oh. Take two, Electric Boogaloo, how are we all doing? Fresh haircut since this morning. Sorry about earlier. What happened with work? So basically with work, for those... this won't be on the first stream for today won't be on the VOD channel. So for those watching on the VOD channel, you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'll explain it. I was live at 9 o'clock this morning. And I got a phone call about 20 minutes in, being like, where am I? Because I was on the road for today, but I covered for somebody else. So somebody else was covering my day because I was covering their shift tomorrow. I'm still covering their shift tomorrow. That's why I'm streaming today. But basically, that person's phone died overnight and their alarm was on their phone. They overslept. So then when they woke up and got their phone on, they was like, ah, shit, I've been spammed with phone calls. I'm late. So then I went in because... we couldn't get a hold of them because their phone died, basically. But now they've since then come in. They've then since come in, woke up, realised they're late, gone, okay, crap, gone into work. So then I then went home. Basically, that's what happened. So yeah, that's why I had to rush off. Because basically it was like, well, I'm going to have to then basically work... So basically, I was thinking then I'm going to have to work the shift that I was supposed to do today, basically. And that would have started at 9 o'clock this morning, which is why I got a phone call at like 20 past being like, where are you? So that is all that is what's happening. Colin, I hope Katie is feeling better. I hope she feels better soon. But yeah, so yeah, that's what's happened. So let me run through what we did. For those that obviously missed this morning, we simmed about 2 weeks. Basically, we finished obviously off with the Everton game. We finished off with the Everton game last time out. Obviously, a big 4-1 win away. I scheduled some friendlies. 2 of them got sim through. We beat Rennes, but we lost to Porto. Basically, was doing friendlies with some teams in and around us because we've got, like, in terms of higher reputation than us, because we've got Man City at home and then Arsenal away to start there. Obviously, we are joint top of the league as it stands. So yeah, that's what's happened. But But we're back now, and we have the entire afternoon to do. Hello, Sean, again. But yeah, so fresh trip. So then I came home from work, and I was like, initially after stream this morning, I was going to go up and get my hair cut. So I was like, okay, right. I'll get my hair cut first, and then I'll stream. Because if I stream and then try and get my hair cut, the barbers might be closed. So I've done it that way. We actually won a game in the EFL Trophy. Our under-21s are finally. Reading is making you want to uninstall. Yeah, I just saw that as I was looking. Is it that bad? And no locket, so you had to go back to the shop. The team is pissed due to underperforming. That's not... By 75%, that's not great. Also, that's the other thing. Mike had his contract terminated by Barnet, so Mike's in the van. So I'm quickly going to grab a screen grab of that for Mike. Copy. And then quickly... where is he? It's been a while since I messaged him. I need to actually find... It wouldn't have been that far ago. It is a while ago. But yeah, it seems that you'll beat Ipswich. I mean, Mike will have that to break a 6-game, which include. I mean, that's not what you need, is it? That's not what you need. But yeah, right. Mike's in. We got a friendly against Benfica, friendly against Salzburg, then a week to prepare for Manchester City. So Mike is now in. He's not got the best potential in the world, but now. So he's joining us on in January, but now we can add to the list of facing the games because we also now have Millie at the club. So Millie's in. We have Millie, who's got the number 69 because funny and memes, and then we'll have Mike as well as Mr. Dave Azzopardi, who is in the under-21s. I believe. So yeah, Mr. Dave Azzopardi, he's in the under-21s. He's on loan to Peterborough Sports. He's probably not making the thing, but yeah. So we have 3 of the face in the games now at the club. So if we go into our face in the game shortlist, is now dropping slightly. The one that I do kind of want to it's No Sass. It is No Sass, who is actually currently injured for a pulled calf. But yeah, the day we get to sign Mr. Sassmaz is the day I absolutely love life. But yeah, so Mike signs on a 5-year deal, and we're keeping all of the face in the games that we can at the club. Including Gianluca Esposito, because you know it's an Esposito face in the game. It's Chuck's favourite face in the game. But yeah, so Jorgen is going to give us 30k if he plays a few more games. We've beaten Benfica and absolutely fucking trounced them as well, which is good news. Strong back line. Very strong. Right, we're going to have to watch to look to see. So, right, they played Ackermark as the DLP. Jorgensen played in DM, which is interesting. No, it's not. That's the one we play. Jorgensen in midfield. And then Ackermark and Hayes. I'd have probably switched them around, but it's basically a first choice, like a pretty strong first choice 11. And we've put five past them in a friendly. So that's good news. The issue is that you can't. Yeah, so you can't even change. Yeah. You've got to kind of stick with the, in a way, Woider, with that save. Like, would it be necessarily get a tactic together and then make the players fit it, rather than you get a tactic to fit the players? Chuck works in esports. He's Mr. Esports Spencer for a reason. But yeah, Salzburg at home. Tried to mod to suit the previous system. Okay. Which is a 4-3-3. But then you oh, that's not what you need. Your striker might be underperforming because he's not getting the service. There is Chuck's full job description. All your good, on relegation release clauses. That's probably to be expected, isn't it? Unfortunately, at that point, right. Final friendly of the international break. Salzburg at the MKM. Which is going to be nice. If another team comes in, would you take a step down? Would you go, say, because you're in the Championship, would you go to League One? And we've beaten Salzburg 6-3. So that is also very nice. Johan Plamain getting 4 is unbelievable. It makes me feel a lot more confident about where we are. Lefebvre getting injured for 3 to 4 weeks, though. Not so much. But yeah, Man City at home. Man City at home will be a very good acid test of where we are. Man City and Arsenal are currently 3rd and 4th. We're behind United on goal difference. That's there. And so we're in a position now where if we can get not even like I wouldn't mind even if we picked up 2 draws in that. Like I wouldn't be too bad. How did we do? We out XG'd them as well, which is nice. It was a bit of an even second half, but we was, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-1 up at half time. So, like, we lost the second half 2-1, but yeah. Yeah, I hope all goes well for you with the tournaments, Chuck. But more scout reports coming through. Like Holly's new gem would be a fun one as a potential high potential player. I mean, he would be also very, very nice. Still incredible, but I think he actually plays for... He's a squad player at Man United, so like, but he's valued at like 135 million. Obviously, they've just signed Jordan Frost this summer, who is incredible. So like, yeah, we've still got a lot of improvement to make in terms of this squad, but yeah. PSG set to sign Flint from Spurs. Like, do you know what? Weakening Spurs is not a bad thing. Like, trying to weaken Spurs is not a bad thing if we can get the money. I'd love an external tycoon takeover to come as well. I'm still holding out hope for that. We'll get Jorgensen in there. We'll get them both on that. Sure. Dorde Kerkez. Now, he's not horrible at Brighton. Like, as an inside forward, he wouldn't be a bad backup. But yeah, Lewis Bate to fringe player. He's not going to be happy about that. He is a fringe player, don't get me wrong, but he's not going to be happy about that. So we're going to leave that for now. We'll let him get angry and then we'll be like there. Ethan Pickering out for 2 to 3 months. One of our, I'm guessing, most recent, one of our most recent youth intake players. Nothing from the ongoing focuses. But yeah, Spurs have won at City. And went down to 10 men and scored 2 with 10 men to win. So that moves Spurs. That gives us a little bit of breathing room before we play City as well in the fight for... The aim is still European football this season. Like, we're not out of that realm yet. Archie, I'm guessing Derby County fan. Archie, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. But yeah, so that Man City also playing like the Thursday before we play them. Very nice, because I'll be a bit tired. Phil Foden obviously there. Better adaptability on Piotr. He's not got great potential or ability. Better negotiator. He's actually quite good, Stuart Webber. What is our DOF? Like, our DOF is Mr. Rusco, who is 15, 15, 15. So Mr. Stuart Webber wouldn't be a bad actual replacement. 18, 16, 15. What's his formation preferred? A 4-2-3-1. That kind of aligns with where we are. So I'm quite happy to offer him that and just see if he comes in. Like, if he doesn't, I'm not going to necessarily complain too much about it. But it's a new improvement. It's an improvement on the DOF if we do get him in. So it still improves the staff. It improves the quality of everything like that. Derry City. Yeah, it could be. You want some. One of our club icons is delighted by the way we've started. So yeah. I'm struggling to find a fun save idea that I will enjoy. I would want to manage in any league in the top 5 nations. Could a Glory Hunter then interest you? I know it's always... there, Hugo Souza. Goalkeeper. Not horrible, not great. I'd want to report on him quite quickly. He's also 32 now. Glory Hunter would be fun. I always like to start a Glory Hunter in Italy. I don't know why. I just like to start it. And it is Derby County. I was right. There is a save in the Twitcher sphere, I believe it's Gav's, where Derby actually won the Premier League. It might have taken a little bit of match fixing to get there, but Derby did win the Premier League. So Spurs have played again, drawn, so have gone above us by a point. United have also slipped up. If we beat City, we're top of the league, chat. If we beat City, we're top of the league. Up the Rams, indeed. If we beat City, we're top of the league after 8 games. We're playing Tommy Tuchel. Greg Dominguez has scored. Did I just see that the USA beat... Oh my god, he got 3 goals and 3 assists in a 10-0 win for the USA under-22s. Against the under-20s, which is probably why. Right. Let's go. Full team. Right. Tobias in goal. Then we're going to have Mr. Safanikis, wherever he is. Can we do it by position, please? Mr. Safanikis will come in here. We are going to have Fandinho on the right. And where is he? Veneri on the left. And then Marco John in the back line. Where is Mr. Jorgensen? He's 1 yellow away from suspension, which is not nice. Akamark in here. Hayes in here. Then up front, it's Yohab Plamain on the right, wherever he is. Yohab Plamain right there. Now, so some people still on international break with their under-22s, which is not necessarily the best thing, because that means Salguero, who would have played ahead of Lefebvre, now can't. So it probably means that Jason Fisher is coming on that left-hand side, and Philip Belingi, it will be our advance forward. Like so. Then it will be back up there. Then it'll be Pippa. It's Pont. And then it will be Penades is on international duty, so Kowalski is there. Vignati as sub 3. Right, we can do it like this. Vignati is sub 3. Macklin Royce sub 3. Vignati sub 4. Dominguez is on international duty. Chukwemeka will come onto the bench here. Lewis Bate, wherever he is. Mr. Bate up the top. And then, no, it won't. You two in there. Sorry, what am I doing? Lewis Bate will come into the back, the up there, and then it will be Mr. Rook, Mr. Ossa, and Yamazaki up front. That is the team for today. Man City at home. You gonna apply for the Norwich job? Surely as a Derby fan, yeah. Only British signings would work. As I said, a Glory Hunter, then move around across, and then you manage in all of the top 5 leagues. I always love to recommend a Glory Hunter. I love a good Glory Hunter. Right, Jason Fisher is struggling with a little bit of sharpness issues, but we are ready to go. City, come to the MKM in Hull. I trust you all to make the difference, lads. We can go top with a win. This is huge. We don't need to change anything about that. These things happen. International duties happen. Thomas Tuchel leads his City side out. Starting in the conference. Yeah? could also work. Any form of glory hunt. In Germany, one would work. Like, there's a lot of teams down in the German third tier that would be a lot of fun. Maybe Dorking. Dorking would be a fun one. Right, come on, lads. Can we find anything? Hayes getting injured is not the start we need. Right, Lewis Bate, on you come, son. Come and provide a little bit of experience in that midfield. Can we find anything? Opening 20 minutes and not a single highlight. We've had the chances. City have had the ball. There is a highlight. Vardio into Diego. Can we force a mistake at the back? Oh, we can. And Akamark's racing forward. He's gone from distance. He had to time to take that early. And it's over the bar. It's a good, positive start, though. Conceding from this corner would not be great. Haaland has scored. It's gone down as an own goal.
Emotional damage.
How is this an own goal? I'm sorry, you can't classify that as an own goal, FM. We'll demand a little bit. No, we should have encouraged, not demanded more. Power prim for Man City. Well, I love the fact we're going to get rep-rolled here by City. Love the fact we're going to get rep-rolled. Foden into Nico Williams, and that's 2-0. Oh, I love this game.
Emotional damage.
I love how easy it is for the game just to go, oh, you're playing Man City, are you? And City have had 2 shots and scored them both. And now we've got a lot to do. Power Prim's coming forward. Cross is whipped in. It's into the gloves of Tobias. Right. A goal before half-time, and we're back in this game. Got to think positively. This is the first real time this season we're facing a bit of a test. John giving the ball away like that, not what we need. Especially when he's on a yellow card. And they're popping it around us nicely here. Williams, Haaland looked offside. He looked miles offside. Lino, he is offside.
Lino!
And rep rolled, not Rick rolled.
Fucking see that?
Akamark's going to come off at half-time, I think. I mean, the own goal does massively tank his match rating, but also being on a 5.9 right now is not great. But Bate into Cosmas. Back to Bate. Can we find something from this highlight? Something to give us something to cheer about. John into Veneri. Back to Marco John. Find something. Find a teammate. Jorgensen picks it up. Go across. Fandinho into Akamark. Plemaine in towards the penalty area. Good tackle from Gavario, but back to in. And Plemaine has fired one in. There can't be... Oh my god, it's an offside. Of course there is.
Lino! You've got to fucking see that!
Yep, of course. I don't know. Where is Bellingi offside in the build-up? Is it from the cross? It's from the cross. It's great football. It's a shame it's been disallowed. It's a shame it's been disallowed. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. Right, Carney, on you come for Victor. Who else has not had a great game? Plemaine's not had a great game, but we're going to keep him on for now. I might look to replace Marco John in a second, being on that yellow card. We're going to demand a little bit more now. We're not going to berate. We're going to demand more. They're not happy by this. But, like, we're 2-0 down at home. Right, Fandinho's headed the corner away. City are going to pick that up. Foden's in, and Foden has forced a save from Tobias, but City have started the second half well. Again, Billy Gilmore on the corner from this side. It's an outswinger again, and Haaland's hit the bar. So we've got away with one there. Right, we're going to encourage the lads. Come on. There is a long throw. Marco John in. Win the header. It's away by Araujo. John back in. Fisher. Fandinho. Cosmas. Gets to the byline. Goes down under the tackle. It's a good tackle. And now he's bombing on. Plemaine, you've got to get back and win that. Right, good tag team there to win that back. Jorgensen, Plemaine. It's a nice touch away. Carney Chukwuemeka's into the penalty area. It's taken a deflection and saved by the keeper. It's a chance for us. It's a chance for us. Right, the hour's gone. We've already made 2 subs. Cosmas is nervous. So we're going to bring Mateo Pont on at right back. We want to try and get rid of a bit of the nerves. Gerben Rook is nervous if we was looking to make that change. Salvador also could be somebody to bring on. I'm not going to go to the 2 up top because it caused us a lot of hate. Don't talk to me about Foden. Yeah. I had him in my FPL, so I was happy. I'm going to bring Macklin Royce on for Marco John just because of that yellow card. It makes me a little bit cautious myself. We're going to go with an attacking mentality and just increase the tempos a little bit. No, actually, we're not going to increase them yet. We're going to be more expressive. We're going to press them higher. Try and force some errors. With 20 minutes to go, we need to find something. Something to give us hope. We're going to push the wing-backs on. On they go. Bates going to become an AP on attack. Jorgensen's going to become a ball winner on support. We're not going to quite throw these guys up to strikers yet. Royce looked nervous coming on. That was not nice. Plumaine's on a 6.3. We're going to bring Salvador Ossa on because... No, we're going to bring Gerben Rook on. Even if he is a bit nervous, we're going to hope that those nerves play into no, I want to confirm sub, and then edit. If we got any more changes, we've got one more sub to make, so we should probably make it. Belingi's not had the best of games. What is Yamazaki like? He's fired up, but he's not a great game. We're gonna bring Yamazaki on for Belingi. We can't make it. Oh, we can't make any more. Gerben Rook was the last change. Okay, right. Araujo with a throw. It's been thumped away, but only as far as Vardio. Into the penalty area. It's cleared away by Pont. Can we nip in and win this back? Right, that's a nice ball out towards Walsh. Macklin Royce has missed out on the tackle. 2 missed challenges there in the penalty area. This is going to end in a City goal. Oh, they've hit the post. Okay, right. Go on, Jason. Drive. Is it our highlight? Fisher, Chukwuemeka, Gerben Rook. Oh, Vardio's read that well. Oh, that's a poor clearance, though. Fisher, Jorgensen, Mateo Pont, Gerben Rook. Oh, he's just bottled that twice there, Gerben Rook. Right, City have a highlight in their own defensive third. Screen's gone black. Is that just on your end? Anybody else having that issue? Screen is fine, yeah? Okay. So screen is fine for Archie. Maybe refresh. Just make certain that's okay. You can see everything and hear me as well, so it might just be on Sean's end. Okay. Right, they're playing it out from the back. That's a missed clearance. Fandinho's cleared away. Gerben Rook. Down the line to Pont. Back into Rook. Chukwuemeka. Bait. Towards Fisher, but it's headed away. Royce. A goal now gives us hope in the final 10 minutes. Vaneri, Jorgensen, we've got away with that one, but we've played it out nicely. Jason Fisher, he's beaten the man down the outside. Into Macklin Royce, and there's a chance. How have we not scored? That's hit the bar. How have we not scored? Oh, don't do this to me, FM. Come on, let's... Oh, not single highlight in extra time. It's a bad day for Tobias. Akamark... Coble drops a man of the match. Of course we get rep rolled like that. Of course. We miss our chances. The 2 big sides we've played in City and Liverpool in terms of reputation we've lost this season. It means we're only a point off top. That's the thing. In terms of weeks to drop points, that's not a horrible week to drop points. Hayes is out for 3 weeks. Win 6 in a row and then get Man City just turn up and FM you. Like, if we look at... and I want to see this. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We've dominated them. Absolutely dominated them. They've scored off of what is a Haaland goal. And Nico Williams. Like, but they're their only 2 main chances. Like they did hit the woodwork on one as well. Like we were slightly let off, but Arsenal and City now leapfrog us, and on goal difference we're out of the top 4. But yeah, like when Gregor Kobel was making the man of the match performance and getting the player of the week email, you know you've been FM'd. A 5-1 bulldoze in a Birmingham. Sean absolutely loves that. That's our gate receipts record as well. So positives at least from that game. Like, but they just lost to Spurs and got like there. So Verba's agreed the new contract to QPR. Like, that's fine. But yeah, he's interested. I think he'd cost a little bit too much money for what we want. Gonzalo Rubio would be great. Like, as a DLP, man, he would be so good. Has he just moved to Saint Etienne as well? Yeah, he has. But yeah. Newcastle, Liverpool, up next on the Monday Night Football. We have Arsenal on Saturday. Newcastle have beaten Liverpool, which means we don't go below them. But yeah, like, we know where we're at. We know where we're at. But harsh to bulldoze it. But Arsenal away is not going to be an easy game either. It will probably be another defeat. If I'm being honest. Again, I reckon we're going to get rep-rolled. Oh. But how's everybody's week's been anyway? It's a Friday afternoon now. Hope the weeks have been good. Hope that people are having a good game. Tobias being out with food poisoning just before we play Arsenal away is not what we need. Akamark is developing nicely. Getting upward arrows, which is nice. He's at 21 years of age, which is where we need him to develop. So, like, yeah. We're at that point now where we're starting to get some wonder kids in and developing them. And build them. Luton is 20th, but sacked their gaffer. Just means doing 5 days work in 4 days. After the bank holiday, yeah. Albert Miranda, you are out of contract and never going to develop anywhere. We're gonna reject that one because they want us to pay wages. There might be a few changes we need to make for the trip to Arsenal. But yeah, we're there. Championship. Time to swoop in. Or it could be Prem, actually. It could be Prem given there, but I think he'll probably be Championship given how far he's into a save, I would assume. Oh, Prem, okay. Have they gone back up? Did they get relegated, or have they stayed in the Prem that time? All that time? That could be quite nice. And went back up. Incredible. Incredible. Right, Arsenal away as a 3 o'clocker. The board and everybody expects us to lose, which is Tobias is back in training, so we're going to play him. Our under-18s lose to Burnley. Liverpool have just beaten Chelsea. Which means going into this game, we are, what, 6th? But a win could still take us top. Obviously, United and Spurs are playing at the same time, but if they lose their away games and we win, we could still go top. Like, there is still... No, Tobias is returning to full fitness in a day, so we're going to play him. We are going to play Fisher. Is Salgado back yet? No. Lefebvre is not back from injury either. So for this, Hayes is going to be... Is Thingy back from international? Dominguez? No. What's happening right now with the under-22s? Like, what is... They're like, oh, there's Gold Cup. Okay. No, that's there. Like... We're in October 2031. There's no games. Bristol Rovers and Port Vale, I think it was. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm guessing you didn't accept them. Right. So Hayes is now out injured, and we don't have really anybody to bring in. Because Avia's there, so we'll bring Millie onto the bench. Why not? Millie can get himself. Maybe Millie might get a game. Millie's actually not horrible in terms of like if I need him for like a proper rotation game. But he will probably be somebody to help a future affiliate team. Right. Nobody's expecting anything from us today, lads. Didn't even go. Just want to aim is to get to the Prem with Solihull. Yeah, that's fair. And then maybe as you can assess maybe from there. We played really well against City. We just couldn't quite find that clinical finish. An early goal from this corner would be everything we need, but Ramsdale comes and claims that for Arsenal. He's rolled it short to Saliba. Can we force a mistake high up the pitch? I mean, we nearly got one from Salvatore Esposito there. By Chetic. Ben White. Remember, Arsenal won the Premier League title 3 seasons ago. Like, Arsenal won the title as we won the championship. Like, so they're still a good squad. Seanasea. Out to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Jakovsky coming forward. Robert, 1-0 Arsenal. That's a great finish. It's well worked.
Emotional damage.
I always play positive. I always play positive. I hate playing balanced or cautious. I feel like you don't create as much on those mentalities. Jorgensen, this is nice. He's worked it to Jong, and Belingi's in, and there's an instant response. He's onside as well. Prince Belingi has levelled at the Emirates. It's lovely worked football. I know there are tactics to work, but the way I want to play in FM, I don't. Even if tactics work, the only time I play balanced is if I'm running the clock down at the end of a game. Absolutely miles onside. And it's a lovely first time finish with that left foot of his. And that is a huge equaliser in terms of the outspec. And Spurs are losing. Spurs are losing. So we actually got above Spurs on goal difference. With a point. Right, Bater's won that back. Marco John. Vaneri. Fandinho. Jorgensen. It's sold Belingi short, and that's now come out to maybe bite us. As Aaron finds by Chetic in a load of space, and Robert, and we have been instantly punished for a mistake. Damage. A terrible short pass. I mean, he sold Belingi short there, and that made the pass more difficult. That did make life for him a lot more difficult. And if Arsenal win this, they actually go top as it stands. But we wanna force something out of this. By Chetic. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I can't believe you've done this.
Luton giving you an interview. Well, good luck. Penalty awarded. We need a bit of a miracle from Casper Tobias against Salvatore Esposito, and it's 3-1 to Arsenal.
Emotional damage.
And that probably, in the first half, is game, set, and match. Again, I love how easily you get rep rolled in this game. When your team's in such good form, heading into the international break has screwed us. hate the fact that we had City and Arsenal after an international break. Like, it's just not what you need. Then injuries have happened as well. Like, Jason Fisher's on a 6.2. Plemane's not turn up. Tobias with a good save. Like, none of our team has really turned in a performance. Belingi's on a 6.8 yet has scored. That's when you know your whole squad's not having a good game. Spurs are winning. United are being held by Leicester, so like just something. Jorgensen's on a 6.5. Let's bring Vignati on. Jason Fisher's gonna come off. We're gonna put we're gonna bring Gerben Rook on and move Plemaine out to the left. Darren Bent. Plemane's on a 6.4. Lewis Bates on a 6.4. We're gonna get Chukwuemeka on as the DLP. Like nobody has really come to the party today. We're not going to try and force the issue. We're going to hold with what we've got. No, we've got 18 points on the board, and then look at around us and see we're on 18 points after 9 games, which is a lot of what the other teams around us are. We're going to bring Macklin Royce on, and we're going to put him on for Plemaine, and then Cosmas is going to come off for Pont. And, yeah. I know we're losing 3-1 and bringing on defenders if you want to try and chase the game, but we got to know where we're at still. Still got to know the level that we're at. I mean, we've got a highlight here. Vignati into Ackermark. Gerben Rook. He's got down the outside and has drilled one and it's saved by Ramsdale. That probably would have been the entire hope of this game. I mean, Macklin Royce has gone down. I mean, I don't know how that's not a penalty when they're given all the time in FM. But you know nothing was coming after that. And it's going to end 3-1 to Arsenal. So we drew the second half 0-0, but yeah. I mean, again, they had the better XG probably because of the penalty. But we've still given them a game. We just haven't... Like, we've given both City and Arsenal games. It's not like Liverpool where we capitulated by trying to chase the game. Like... So, 6 wins and 3 defeats is not necessarily, like, if we follow that rhythm the entire way through the season, what? You've after 36 games, if you've had 6 wins and 3 defeats, you've got, what, 24 wins? 24 wins, 12 draws, 12 defeats? You're up there. So you got to look at it from that sort of perspective. And now we're not going to necessarily have, like, we're going to, again, slaughter the referees. Because... But yeah, there's no chance to slag the referees off there. Oh, he looked good at Norwich. Where are you? You're a winger. You could be a very good inside forward. You could be a very good inside forward. For that left-hand side as well. Who's he wanted by? Liverpool. Like, you could be incredible. Release fee of 53 million is interested in transfer. Dominguez has picked up a slight knock. But we've now got Wolves coming up in 4 days' time. We're not going to rest or anything like that because we'll get some other players some minutes. And that, but yeah, it's not what we needed. Like, yeah, we've been punished for it. That's the thing. We still are getting. We're at that point where FM is still just punishing us. We're at that point where we're not getting away with it. We're not at that level where we can kind of repro other teams. Where we've like FM them and we're pushing for titles and stuff. But 6th place after the opening 9 games, and if we win our game and if we win against Wolves, we're only a point off top. Like, that's the thing, we're only a point off top if we win our game, if we win against Wolves. And given that Wolves have started with 9 defeats from 9, Welcome Scunthorpe to lose 1-0. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Cal Varese. I mean, he would need mentors being worked on. Nuno Pacheco as a goalkeeper would probably be a good one for the future, but you'd have to kind of take the rough of it now. I don't know how comfortable I am with taking the rough of it. I mean, he's more a playmaker than a thing. Gabriel Henrique, wonder kid centre back again. Do we like the 10 aggression is a little bit concerning. I like my defenders with a bit more aggression on them. James Trafford obviously is interested. We were going to look to sign him as our backup goalkeeper this summer, but we signed somebody else because Trafford wanted to, but I think Bolton wanted too much money for him for what we'd want. Wolves come into this off of 10 straight Premier League defeats. 1 from last season, 9 this season. So, we're hoping that we can compound to their misery at the MKM. And there's Carabao Cup games. Everton have knocked United out of the Carabao Cup. That's not necessarily good news for us. Because it means that United now focus on league. And, well, they've got Europe, I suppose. That's the one good thing with us at the moment. I feel like we will need European football to sign the better players and get the better squad. But at the same time, there. I'm going to start Chukwuemeka with bait today. Lefebvre is back in light training. Penades is back from international duty, which is great. So it means we can have another player midfield-wise on the bench. And another good centre-half back. Jason Fisher's not been great. Lefebvre's still there and Salguero is still on internationals. So yeah, we're gonna keep it like this for now. No, I don't think Ossa right now is the right one. Gerben Rook can't play left-hand side. Who's Vignati wanted by? Bristol City. Plamain's wanted by Fulham and Saudi. Might be tight ship to keep him. But if we're pushing for European football this season, then we might just be able to convince him to maybe stay and see if we can get it. Especially if they bid in January and it's I'd become unsettled. Oh!
It doesn't happen to every guy, and it is a big deal.
It is a big deal. Busternet, welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Thank you very much. That is very, very much appreciated. If you're not following Busternet, definitely, what are you doing? But 2, definitely go and drop him a follow. Thank you very much. How was your stream? Welcome to Scunthorpe.
Shalom, shalom.
Kim Picture. I'm sorry. I'm gonna absolutely butcher that. Is it Kim? Can I call you Kim? Is that okay? Kim Pitch Me? Pitch Money. It's definitely something money. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely butchering it. I do apologize. I do absolutely apologise. But for those of you that are new around here, first of all, if you do want to drop a follow, I'd greatly appreciate it. But second of all, we are managing Scunthorpe. They start in Tier 6 of England, the National League North.
Shalom, shalom.
Ring Rust, thank you very much for the follow. And we have got them promoted to the Premier League. This is our 3rd season in the Premier League, and we are currently a point or so off the top if we win our game in hand. As Belingi, he's not played the right pass there. He has this time. Marco John, can we find a goal? Come on. An early goal to get the raid. Oh, Jason Fisher. Tier 6 Academy produced player who's still with us. Fires us into the lead against Wolves, who have lost every league game this season. But that's for the Raiders. That's for everyone that's come over and joined. Lovely little finish. But yeah, so we are here. And if we win, we go on to, what, 21 points? So we'll sit a point behind, yeah, and into the top 4 until Man United play. We've just lost back-to-back games to Arsenal and City, but yeah. We're hoping we don't concede from this highlight, because we do have a tendency to still concede goals, no matter what I try to think of defensively. João Gomez, can we stop the press? Wolves have not won a game all season. They've not got a point all season, lads. Let's get this out. Well done. Right, Jason, turn and drive. No, that's not turning and driving. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's a lovely ball. That's well worked. That's well worked.
Emotional damage.
Although it's his first ever goal for Wolves. Yay! Just what you love to see. It's only 10 minutes. It's only 10 minutes in, so we're going to encourage.
Shalom.
Chaser 2K6, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. We're trying to work towards 1,000 followers at some point. 964 or so at the moment, as the throw has gone back to Marco John. He's into the penalty area. He's at the old Denver. He's rattled the old Denver bar. And there's no lead again. But now the long throw is in. We've won the flick on. We've won the second header. Holman Fandinho. Just what we needed. The long throws. We our starting left back and our backup right back have 15 or above long throws with flat throw trait. So we try to make as much of long throws as we can. Because when you have them as an option, why wouldn't you? Especially when they seem to be a thing in FM this year again. So yeah, that is definitely something we like to the old Rory Delap special indeed. The Rory Delap special indeed. 2-1 up at halftime. Wolves have scored. Surprise, surprise. Wolves have scored their only shot on target. We never tell them they're doing well because they always seem to collapse at halftime. If we tell them we're doing well, it seems to have the Pochettino effect right now of making you shit in the second half. So we don't do that around here anymore. Jorgensen into Marco John. Up to Belingi. Our wonder kid striker we've signed this summer. Jorgensen, Jason Fisher, he's down the outside, finds John, find the right pass, Carney Chukwuemeka, that's poor from you, but then you find Yohad Plamain who hits the post. Can we get it from the second attempt? No, not if Plamain's going to dawdle on the ball in their own penalty area. Jorgensen, this highlight's still going, no it's not, I say that, but we've got a free kick here. This is Akamark Range, apparently. He's forced to save from the keeper. I wouldn't have necessarily said that was shooting range myself. Marco John corner, backstick, header, goal! It's his first goal from the club on loan from Spurs. Niccolò Veneri. What a header. Backstick, on your head, easy as you like. No, he's got about 5 men around him. It doesn't matter. Wolves are in the toilet. They are in the toilet indeed. I mean, this can all still change if United and Liverpool win their games in hand, and Arsenal do. But yeah, we are praising the boys. Another long throw. John in. We've won the header. Oh, we've not got the goal from it. Cavlina, he's dropped it down to them boot it long. I mean, Fandinho's missed out. If they score from this, I mean, or is that gift or ban? That is gift or ban. I mean, he probably should score that. He probably should score that, if I'm being honest. Right, let's make some changes. We're heading up to... We're over an hour in. We'll bring Macklin Royce and we'll bring Pont on. So then we still keep the long throw specialists in. Plamain can be replaced by Gerb and Rook. And we'll keep it as just those three for now. Save the 2 changes for later when we know we're not going to be screwed over by injuries. Chukwuemeka's actually playing well in that DLP role. Didn't think that was necessarily... I mean, he's probably slightly better as a DLP than he is a CM attack, I suppose. I mean, Wolves have a free kick here. This game's still not done. A goal for Wolves now makes things interesting, but Tobias keeps it out. Please don't tell me you look nervous coming on. Struggling to meet the pace of the game. That's not what we need to hear. That's not what we want to hear. But the corner's headed away by Fandinho. And we move again. Right, we'll praise the lads. We're 3-1 up. 3-1 up. And hopefully cruising towards yet another Premier League 3 points. We'll make some midfield changes just to keep the energy in the midfield. Bate and Vignati on. Chukwuemeka being on that yellow card was the decision why we took him off. I mean, a fourth right before the end of the game would be nothing short of sensational, lads. Veneri. Into Vignati. He's found the runner, Jason Fisher. Jason Fisher's in, and Jason Fisher makes it 4. And it's another comfortable 3 points for Scunthorpe in the end. We love to see it. The Irons go marching on. It's a lovely pass from Vignati. And Jason Fisher knows he can drill it in, and Cavallina's not getting anywhere near it. That is what we love to see. 21 points from our opening 10 games. If you'd have told me we had that at the start of the season, I'd have ripped your arm off for it. Ripped your arm off shaking your hand there. Also, Chuck, I don't know if I did mention this, but thank you for the 20 months earlier. I don't know how this petty Petra Steeler is your best friend, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, Chuck. West Ham are not Chelsea out of the Carabao. Spurs are still in the Carabao Cup. Arsenal have knocked City out of the Carabao Cup. Jason Fisher on form with a brace. And we are moving further up the Premier League table. We're up into 4th as it stands. Again, only just a point behind. Obviously, teams do have games in hand, but a win against West Ham on the weekend, and hopefully getting some of our players either back from injury or back from injury or back from international duty will be very, very nice indeed. As soon as we can, really. Wolves in the bin, though. Wolves in the mud. Wolves have started the season. This song, Chaser, I don't have a song command. This song is I Don't Wanna Know by Mario Winans and P. Diddy. I don't know if it's P. Diddy or if it's just Diddy now. But it's definitely Mario Winans. If you search it as Mario Winans, it will come up. Because I don't think it actually has it as P. Diddy, but P. Diddy does the rap. But West Ham are in 13th, so they've not had the best start to the season. So a win at the end. The other thing with this is, obviously, for those that are new around here, we have our stadium's being redeveloped this season. As Real Madrid have the best youth academy in the league. Chelsea are down in 9th now. The two Spanish boys. I mean, Miguel. Oh, you look incredible. I mean, you actually look incredible. I know I'm not going to be able... You're only 56. You look incredible. Who are the other graduates? Yavi Benilla. Oh, Hakimi's still there. Antonio. Is that another new gen? Yeah, that is. It's another new gen attacker. What a Real Madrid producer with new gen attackers. But yeah, Real Madrid have the best youth system in the world, which is a little bit a shame. Maybe one day Scunthorpe will have the best youth academy in the Premier League. But we don't even have 20 youth facilities or youth. We have the exceptional academy coaching and good youth level. But yeah, the youth facilities could do with an improvement. As will our training facilities. We don't still have all of that. Our reputation is 3.5 star now. Would that mean Mr. Sass wants to join us? Sass. Mr. Sass. He still wants us. I guess most of them would probably. Most of the people that says we would inquire improvement in our standings in the Premier League would be there. Steve Bruce is retiring. Steve Bruce is retiring. It is the Steve Bruce. We have him as a scout. So we'll have to replace him in the summer. But West Ham at home. Not Brucey. Yes, Brucey. All of these are failed fitness tests. We're untouchable. We should love to see. Spurs have won, which is putting the pressure on us, I suppose. We're going to play Chukwuemeka in that DRP role again. He did quite well there. And then, obviously, Lefebvre is not back. Neither is Avila. Neither is Hayes. So Hayes will drop out. We obviously... Where is Pinares? Pinares will come on because... There, I mean, can we, like, there. And then, yeah, we are good to go. West Ham at home. I'll never forget that Village fan. Yeah. I mean, Steve Bruce, I think, is the only manager to have managed both the Sheffield sides, both both Sheffield United, Wednesday, Newcastle, Sunderland, Villa, and Birmingham. He is, I think, the only person to have managed both sides of all three of those rivalries. Which shows the loyalty of the man. It's all down to hard work. There's no substitute for hard work. Thomas Frank leads West Ham here. I mean, Alberto Oliveira, I don't think I have a scout report on you. No, let's get a bit of knowledge on you. You look quite good. Amana, I mean, you are playing DM, but you are apparently a fullback. Loyal to the money. He's loyal to the Benjamins. The Benjamins lead Steve Bruce. Some money so he can buy himself a kebab. Or 7. Right, there is a highlight. Marco John's won that header nicely. But it's a shame we haven't really done anything else with it. I mean, he's nearly... Cosmas has nearly got there, but shoulder up is coming forward for West Ham. It's the Irons derby. Ito, Amanya, Lewis. Can we find a tackle, please, lads? We've forced them back, but they've worked this nicely. Anthony Gordon. Oh, and then he skipped past Marco John like he's not even there. Oliveira, Amanya from distance, and that is not troubling Tobias in any way, shape, or form. I mean, we do go above Arsenal if we in this game, but they do have 2 games in hand on us. So like we're not noting any sort of like title aspirations just yet. Where we've won this back, Plamain into Vaneri, who's picked up a booking early on, which is not the ideal scenario for us. Chukwuemeka, Vaneri, come across. Jorgensen. That's a terrible pass, but he's made up for it by instantly winning it back. Plamain, Jorgensen, find the right pass. It's Marco John. It's a good save from Melier. Good save from Melier. You needed to maybe just quite put that more in the corner, and then Vaneri heads over from the corner. But yeah, we're working ourselves through. Come on, lads. Come on. Anything to smile about. Wolves losing again. Shock. I mean, Akamark's free kick, it's in. There's a header away. I mean, let's not get countered, please, lads. 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 I mean, that's a sensational block. That the spin on the ball as well. Like, it is an interesting trajectory. I struggled to compose English. I struggled to say that word there. And then an offside from Ivan Elic. We've not had an attacking... We've had one attacking highlight in this first half. Not a big fan of that. Man City losing, though, I am a big fan of. No, they're not. They're winning now. They've scored 2 in 3 minutes. Never mind. The only notable events is 2 yellow cards for us. West Ham have had the slightly better of it, so we're going to tell them we're not happy and the slightest. They brought Bowen and Cosmin Manea on, the wonder kid they've brought to go up front as a complete forward. We were looking at potentially signing him in the summer because he does look quite good. But I've never actually used a complete forward before, really, in FM. I don't know how well they actually work. Right, we've not had a single highlight in this second half. Plamain's not been great. Gerben, Rook, on you come. Chukwuemeka off for Lewis Bate. And then it's Veneri on a yellow card. Cosmas is playing well. Marco John is not, but then we lose the long throw, really. Akamark is tired. It would have been possibly a sensible thing maybe to keep... Actually, let's keep Chukwuemeka on then. And move him to that centre mid attack and bring Bate off for Akamark. Jason Fisher's not played well, but we don't really have anybody right now that can play on that left-hand side. I mean, we could bring... Actually, we'll bring Macklin Royce on there instead of his normal left-back berth that we give him. Let's see if we can get anything from this. Anything from this game. Villa are 5-0 down at Stamford Bridge. Not mentioning that for any reason. Chukwuemeka, I mean, let's change them back. That's what we want to do. Right. We are going to bring Salvador Ossa on that left-hand side for Marco John and move him up. Now, he is nervous, but we need something. Anything. And Chukwuemeka's on a 6.4. We have nobody that really... Can Jorgensen do a centre mid attack role? I mean, he's going to have to, probably. And we'll bring Vignati on for Chukwuemeka, who's not had a great game either. Anything, lads. Anything. Hi, Gav. How are you? Come on. Encourage something from this game. I'm not forcing the issue. A point is still... It's okay against West Ham. It's not the best. But we have played a fair few games in quick succession. So, like... A 0-0. It's been a boring 0-0 at the MKM. You were unlucky today. You were unlucky, but it was a good effort. They seem pleased by that. How are we? We're good! Now that we can actually sit and stream, rather than the work issue, the work stuff that we had this morning. But, yeah. It's not been the best form to start today's stream. The only game we've won was a 4-1 win at home to Wolves, who have lost every game this season. But we are still in and around there. United and Arsenal do have 2 games in hand on us, and Chelsea have 1. So we'll probably end up sitting about 5th. Wolves got a point against Leeds. Pog. Leeds are also in the bottom 3, so kind of makes sense. And also, Gav, big transfer news coming in from... big transfer news in. Mike had his contract at Barnet... Mike had his contract terminated at Barnet, so we picked him up on a free. So, big transfer news. Mike is in the van. So we've now got Mike Milley and Mr. Azzopardi at Scunny. We just need Sass now, really. Sweet Premier League left foot, yep. But yeah, so the international break has kind of screwed us over a little bit. Because since the international break, that has been our run of form. So yeah. But we gave City and Arsenal games. We got I'm gonna say it now, we got FM'd by City. We got what is known in the SYC world, well, in the FM world as rep rolled by City. Arsenal not so much. We did give them a close game. Obviously Arsenal have had a pen in that as well, that XG. So I'd say we probably did get FM'd. I hate rickrolling, yeah. We've already had that joke made today. But then a 0-0, but a clean sheet against West Ham. So yeah. But now Southampton, Bournemouth, Brentford, these are the kind of games now where we need to look to pick up some points. Brentford, City did win at Brentford, so City go top. Yes, you was. There's no if buts or maybes about that one. You definitely were. Like, we've got no game here again. Like, what's going on with some of this? Is this another international break? No, it's not. Because there's a match focus there. Who are we playing? Southampton at home. So you would want to attack that game. And then what we will do is we will take this off for a chance conversion, and we'll do a full attacking day there. Before going off to meet the fans and the local community. And then I feel like this is then an international week. We'll put some tactics there, and then we'll go and meet the you got no fans. Before we then play Bournemouth away. Here, but yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can just do that one. And then community outreach. And then Brentford at home again. We're going to attack that one. Like so. Who the fuck wins? Yeah, Bar's playing defender. So only you, Gav. Only the Rupal Boomer. Plamain has now been banned for yellow cards, which is always fun. Just what we need. But yeah, like that was a lot of fun. Stream 400. It's mad to think that that's 400 streams for you. I genuinely don't know how many streams I've done now because I didn't think to keep a counter. I never thought to keep a counter when I was doing it. But I know how many streams we're up to on this save roughly. After that. There's a is there? Okay. I mean, I might go back and count. United have won. Mason Mount. Also, let me get it. Hang on. Also, Man United Chelsea yesterday. Absolute carnage. Absolute carnage. It'll be an instant Premier League classic, probably because of the fact that it's Man United now have the unwanted record of being the side to have had like the lead at the latest point in a game and still lost. Like the 100th minute, being 3-2 in front in the 100th minute and not getting anything out of the game is honestly funny as fuck. Crapped their breadsheets. Roger, welcome in. Yes, I agree. It's absolutely hilarious. There are still a lot of things going wrong at Chelsea in terms of the way we played yesterday. But at the same time, that did help. Sass, do you still have any? Do you still have no transfer interest? Sass. I mean, Orphanidis is a doubt to leave Spurs, but he is considering it. You're from Saudi. This is the thing. You're on 135 grand a week, my guy. To the game, comedy gold. I have not seen Goldbridge's reactions yet. I don't necessarily intend on planning to either. I don't necessarily intend on planning on doing so either. Southampton have just lost to Liverpool, who we play in a week's time. So that's nice to see. Stream charts, wow. .cm, yes. Is it .com, Gav, by any chance? Yes. Search for Seanasea. Let's have a little look. Yes. Twitch stats past 30 days. Right, so how do I do it then? I have all... That's this is the last 30 days. Can I see it? Can I see it? But streams. So I can see that 2024. I mean, I could go back show all. I mean, like there was probably like a fair whack from ages ago. 2024, 2021 I started. It's crazy. Thinking of rags to riches. Schalke. Schalke's always probably an obvious one. You got the Luton job. Congrats. You can leave the pain of that Reading team behind you. Leave that for some other bozo to deal with. I'd be intrigued to see where Reading end up now under the AI. Like, do you reckon now you've got the Luton job, like, you could just, like just before, like, have made, like, a sort of, save file for, see how far the AI could take them. There'd be an interesting one. Just pure sort of thought process. I made a save file before I took the job. Yeah, so maybe on that save file before you took the job, just like there, this is a separate file. Okay, so will you come back to the Reading side, or will you just leave that now? Is that like Reading done and dusted? Because I know sometimes, like, even with like the Fort William save, you went back to it. Right, Everton Man United is happening whilst there. So I mean, I think I'd probably want an Everton win there. Just probably because fuck Man United. Although Man United have kept, it just turned into a miserable experience. I think it would have been okay had you been able to sign people. I'd have probably, as soon as you figured out you couldn't sign people, I feel like once you... Okay, so United have won, and Arsenal have beaten Brentford 4-0. So, as we're level on points, we're 6th. As we're level pretty much on games, so if we were there and Spurs hadn't beaten Fulham in the late kickoff, Spurs would have been, what, 2nd? 3rd? Behind the Manchester clubs. So we're in and around there. We're the main thing is we're 3 points clear of Chelsea and Everton. Yeah. You're actually on 407 streams, yeah. I never... When I used to do random console streams, I used to do it on YouTube. I can't actually remember what YouTube channel I used to do it on. I think I used to do it on the main channel that I have now. Like the one where I posted my FM shorts on. I'm fairly certain I've hidden all those videos as well. I need to actually check that now. I know they're not on there, but I can't remember if I deleted them or if I actually hid them. No, I did delete them. No, yeah, I did delete them. Unless it's my old channel. Unless it's my other channel. Content. Videos. Isn't there... Yeah, date. Search, switch it the other way. No, I must have deleted them all. I can't remember where they've gone. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, I used to do like COD like stuff on one of my YouTube channels. I can't remember now which one I did it on. James Hayes being back is nice. We've had Lefebvre come back as well just before Plemaine gets suspended. Control Halo, Crash Bandicoot, etc. Yeah. I did COD, like I had like COD videos where I like posted and did like streams and stuff like that. The fact that Angry Ginger, it doesn't surprise me. He is entertaining. Like I can see why he's entertaining to a lot of people. Like Ginger and his reactions and stuff like that. Like he has definitely like definitely gone and rid the wave. Goal 50 comes in. Obviously, there is no Scunthorpe player in there. Mbappe wins it. Still shock at PSG. Maybe in 2 years' time we'll have the money to sign Mbappe. Yeah, but it doesn't surprise me that he's there. They've got yeah. Yeah, that Pro Clubs team, yeah. He had speed the other day, yeah. Like they've like that is a Pro Clubs team that just is names. Like that all the big names you could want, like up in there, right? So Ossa will now drop out for Fisher because Lefebvre is back in the main team. Kowalski will for Panares, and then we'll put not Tashby, Desplanche, Dominguez, Salguero, Pippa, Rook, Kowalski. Rook will replace Ossa, Kowalski there, and I want to do it in sort of position order. And then Dominguez. Salguero is back as well, which means he replaces Fisher. And then next match, Plamain will be replaced by Rook and Fisher will come onto the bench. Bellingi is out injured. That's not good news. He's out for 2 to 9 days. Yamazaki comes on and Ossa will come onto the bench then as well. I haven't played a single EA or FIFA game since FIFA 19. I was tempted to buy this year's game because I know some people in Discord do play a load of clubs and I was tempted to join them for it. But I just haven't bought it because work. We're going to start Salguero over Lefebvre and give Lefebvre some minutes off the bench against Southampton. But yeah, I never really got into clubs because I never really had people that also played it. But now there is, like, I am tempted to do it. Should I decide to get FC25, I'm definitely welcome. I might still, depending on if FC24 goes cheap, I might get it. But at the same time, I'd need to find my controllers. I mean, I have to say, I love this ginger afro on you, my guy. But yeah, you are a 2.5-star centre-back for a reason. Right, let's get back to winning ways. Yeah, I bought it for like 16 quid. I've not got the new Xbox. Yeah. I have, obviously my PC, so I'd play it on that. Akamark getting injured. What is it with these injuries right now? Right, Hayes is going to come on and then, no, not move you out there. Centre mid attack, and then Hayes is going to come back to be the DLP. Back from injury and back into the team a little bit earlier than he probably expected. Alcaraz has also got injured at a very similar time for Southampton, so yeah. But a win here will move us on to 25 points, so it'll move us into the top 4 again. No, it's crossplay, yeah. Yeah, I think this is the first year it's crossplay, though, am I right in thinking that? Or maybe 23 was. Lavia, Sambi Lakonga, Kayode, can we win the ball back? BBD, Rig, can we stop the cross, please? Right, the cross has stopped, but it's fallen straight back to them. We've won the header. Lavia down into the box. I mean, we've got away with one here. Jorgensen's won the header. Ferenbach's gone long. Tobias, why are you heading that? What are you doing? You're in your own fucking box. Jesus Christ. My goodness me. Right, Rook, just drive with it, son. Run. Run like the wind. Run like the wind. Find a cross. No, you can't even find a cross, Gerben. Salguero's on a 6.3 on his return to the team, which is always fun. Encourage. Come on, lads. Marco John. It's going to be a short corner. Yamazaki. Back into Marco John. It's a cross. I mean... Okay, we've missed it. No ennies allowed. Yeah, no ennies allowed. That's always the way. It's always the way. You should never have ennies. Ennies is... If you want to play ennies, if you play ennies, then like that's not pro clubs. You just might as well play regular FIFA at that point. Also, captain controls the AI with jockeying. Okay, I would not want to be captain then. I'm quite happy to take away the captain responsibility there. Right, Salguero off on a 6.2, Yamazaki on a 6.3. You know what? We're putting Salvador Ossa up front, Lefebvre on there, and our star striker. Can captain move the GK? Okay, yeah, that's fair as well. And Jason Fisher's coming on to the right. We're changing that entire front three. They have not played well. Hayes on his return from injury has not played well. We are not playing well. It's 64 minutes on the clock, and we are still 0-0 against Southampton, who are currently 16th in the league. So we're going to demand more. I mean, we have been the better team, but we haven't created any clear-cut chances. Right, we're going to press them higher. Press them higher. In transition, we're going to distribute the ball quickly. In possession, be more expressive and run at defense. We play position roulette, yes. Attacking mentality as well. Highlight. As soon as we flick to attacking mentality, which normally means we're probably conceding. Right, we're giving it away. BBD into the ball, and it's wide of the mark. Okay. Right, we need to make a couple more changes. We've got one more sub to make. And it's probably going to be Jorgensen off of Ignati, I would say. I know, because I'm not subbing off the sub. We play a goalkeeper and back four, let the AI be the midfield. Yeah, see, it's just all about having fun, pro clubs. Berate. This is not good enough from us. Right, we're going to up the ante now to that. What hit early crosses, shoot on sight. Throw the wing backs on. Hayes becomes an AP on attack. Chukwuemeka a CM on attack. Vignati becomes a RPM. Up you go. Yeah. Need something from this, lads. Something from this 6 added minutes, please. I mean, there's a highlight, but it's for Southampton. I don't like this. Please, can we win the ball back? Cross is whipped in, headed away by John. Right, Lefebvre's got it. Let's run with it, son. He's found Vignati, who's bombed on from holding midfield. Into Hayes. Across to Jason Fisher. And he's driven it in the bottom corner. What a goal that is. Jason Fisher, the man that's been... He's been an absolute star for this football club. Right, back we go, lads. Back we go. Back to normality. Back to normality. Let's run this clock down. Drop. Be more disciplined. Take that off completely. Slow the pace down. And then we'll drop the line back, drop that back. And we'll also just run the clock down. Back to balance, not cautious. Yeah, balanced, perfect. Run that fucking clock down, boys. Oh, also play for set pieces. Fandinho's picked up a yellow card in the 95th minute, but there goes at the final whistle. The 92nd minute winner. Knee slide and claws, or when the other team... We gritty. Of course you fucking gritty, you absolute scoundrels. For fuck's sake. Oh, but that puts us into the top 4. When it's contextually appropriate, yeah. Very sexual. Back into the top 4. 3 points off top. We're not out of this. Akamark's broken his ankle, for fuck's sake. Just as he's starting to develop nicely, yeah, he breaks his fucking ankle. It's a rallying point. Marco John has been fucking unbelievable for us. Our vice captain. Yeah, you got to make the groundsmen earn their money. Otherwise, what are you paying them for? Like, genuinely, what are you paying them for? To sit there and watch it and look at a really nice pitch? No. Yeah. His training has been called to a halt. That's fair. Have our under-21s made it out of their Papa John's trophy group? Yeah. No, they've won one and lost two. Okay. Rip Bozo. At least they won a game. Ah, dropped a bit of my cookie. In my lap. But yeah. There's an international break now. That's why. We're not gonna do any friendly this time. We're just gonna let them have their break. I mean, we've had 20 odd players on international duty this time, so a lot of them are youth players, so if you're too old for the under 18s, then you move on. Yeah, FM's ground staff only work one day a season. They ask for dimensions and that's about it. But yeah. Being in and around the top 4 right now, I'm very happy with. Like, oh, he's very good. 5'9", but is incredible. I know why Real Madrid don't want to lose him. Pitch deterioration rate is, yeah, probably. Oh yeah, Gav. Like, the groundsmen are the people that have to keep the pitch in working order. Like, so that's the thing in game. Yeah, the pitch is never deteriorating in game. Like, they are always a carpet. Even when it's snowing, they're always a carpet in game. And even at the lower levels, they're still, like, whatever the metric is, yeah. I don't think I've ever had to worry about my pitch's effectiveness. Like, or like my pitch being, like, poor. Like, the quality of service on my pitch. That should be, like, that could be a great thing. Like, you make your pitch absolutely awful in FM so that teams that are used to playing on carpets come and can't play. And so then you build. So then, like, as you go up the leagues. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there's rain in the air. Oh, we can still play in any weather. Because the pitches never matter. I mean, Javier Sola is unfucking believable. Like, he's 6'1", but he has 20 natural fitness. So those physicals are staying around for a while. Yeah. That's only 6'1", Gav. Imagine if he was like 6'4". Like, there's a reason he's 116 to 143 million. Adam Flint is an incredible winger. He is so good. I mean, if PSG could sign him to take him away from Spurs, that'd be great. Yeah. Like, because you have to, like, height is a thing, but if they still have really good jumping reach, they'll out-jump most people, even at 6 foot. Like, 6'1", they'll still out-jump people. which is madness to me. Although, as we've seen with your Liverpool team, Gav, a guy with 2 jumping reach can win a header still in this game and score it. Although, to be fair, yeah. High influences how, like, what they can do, but, like, you can still, like, it's, I feel like jumping reach is how far, like, their feet go off the floor. So, like, a person that's 6'4" will have a slightly better reach. At they will be slightly taller. But, like, I think, like, somebody at 6 foot with 13 jumping reach compared to 5'9" with 18, I still feel like the 5'9" person would win a lot more headers. In the game, the way it works. I could be wrong with that, but it just seems to be that way. Al Amrani. You are pretty good, my guy. You are pretty good. I feel like I want to go back towards wingers. I feel like this year, inside forwards aren't necessarily the meta. I feel like wingbacks. Yeah. There's your thing. I also feel like, though, with little and large tests like that, you shouldn't do it again. You shouldn't do it in games where, like, it's little versus large. Because in a way, the team of 5'2" people with 20 jumping reaches, like, at that point, they're just gonna, like, play it where they're gonna win, like, where they're gonna do it where the 6'9" people are having to, like, stoop down like that to head the ball, which kind of, I feel like, skews it a little bit. Whereas I think if you do it as, like, a blanket middle of the line game, where you've got, like, an average height, like 5'10", 5'11", with 10 jumping reach, as, like, your placebo, as, like, your common ground, and then have a team, so that team plays in both games, and then you have your 6'9" with 1 and your 5'2" with 20 as, like, this, like, so, like, your Liverpool. Oh, okay, you run an entire season like that. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know your test, Gav. Okay. Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. I'm sorry, I should never have doubted you, Gav. Bournemouth away. There's an early Premier League kickoff to get out of the way, which is the Manchester Derby. I mean, a draw in the Manchester Derby will probably be better. City have won the Derby. Okay. So City have won the Derby, which means we're what? We're 4 points off of them with a game in hand. Which ironically comes now. Right, Hayes and Lefebvre are going to start this game. Chukwuemeka's going to start. Dominguez comes onto the bench. And we look to go and win this game. Full strength team here. And we are ready to rumble. We are absolutely ready to rock and roll. We love rock and roll. We're going to put another dime in the jukebox. And we're going to put it, and it's going to sing to the tune of a Scunthorpe win at the Eddie Howe Arena. That's the one it was. I couldn't remember if that was... I thought that was Bournemouth. Lefebvre. He's laid it short to Plamain. Interesting free kick here. Jorgensen. Marco John. Fandinho. Gets a second bite of the cherry. He's into the penalty area. Holman Fandinho. What a run that is.
Oh, wow! Oh! That is beyond special. Here he is again. Here he is again. That's astonishing. It's
Absolutely world class from our centre back, Holman Fandinho. Mastrantonio couldn't keep it out. And if we win this, we got 28 points. Where if Everton win at Spurs and we beat Bournemouth, we could end this Premier League weekend second in the table. We could. We could. After City's win at Old Trafford. It's a genuine possibility. But we need the performance here from the lads to keep going, continue. Okay, Spurs are winning, so Spurs will go to the top. But Lefebvre, corners whipped in, cleared away. Belingi, back to Lefebvre. Yohab Plamain, into the penalty area, just over the bar. Nearly two. Nearly two. But yeah, third, to win this Premier League weekend, third would be alright as well. I would still quite happily accept that. As Lefebvre has nipped in and won it. Belingi, Plamain, he's driving forward on that right-hand side. Yohab Plamain, inside, it's a poor pass. Easily intercepted. Seydu, into Cook. Now Bournemouth come forward with it. Duran, can we win the ball back? Has no head of youth development and one physio. How have you only just realised this? Kirkes, Adams from distance, good save Tobias. That's a... How have you only they all retired? Wow. What, in the same summer? Like, the entire, physio department are basically gone, do you know what, lads? We've all had enough, haven't we? Let's all go to the pub now. Yes, that's incredible. That's incredible. They've all decided, right, we're going to retire at the same time, and then we're all just going to, we're going to buy a massive beach house somewhere, and we're just going to sit and drink beer all day. Guarantee it. Maybe not the head of youth development so much, but all the physios have. All that physio team now live with their families, all out somewhere, nice area, just living off the, of mice and men word, live off the fat of the land. But could have, I mean, they probably did, Gav. You just didn't read the emails. They probably did. Tobias. Into Vaneri. Hayes. Vaneri. Marco John. Down the line to Lefebvre, who's got some good minutes under his belt today. That's a poor pass. Scott, Traore, and that is wide of the mark. That should be 1-1. I might have had the out of office on. Exactly. The out of office has been on your email box for quite a while, I assume. In that, except for when you're looking for jobs. It's always the way, like with my email. Duran, Bournemouth are starting to get up ahead of steam here, which probably means we need to make a change. Chukwuemeka though, Lefebvre. Can we get a second on the break here? Belingi, Lefebvre, out to John. Belingi's made a wonderful run, and Lefebvre's was the wrong idea. Because now Traore's coming forward, and Safanikis can't... I don't know who's that. Was that... Yeah, that was Safanikis, right? Yeah. My guy, I know you're tired, yeah, and you just did a lung-busting run to get up that end of the pitch on the counter, but my God, show some effort getting back, please. Vaneri's won the header. Saberni... I mean, that's a poor pass. Can we end this highlight, please? Thank you. Now we can make some subs. Vaneri is knackered. So is Cosmas. Let's bring Matteo Pont on. Yohab Plamain for Gerbenbrook. We're going to keep Chukwuemeka Hayes. No, we're going to take Chukwuemeka on. We're going to bring Greg Dominguez on as that centre mid attack. Greg Dominguez has dropped his star rating massively. I know it's not necessarily there, but I can see why he's necessarily a 2-star CM attack. Yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few people, Joshy, that have asked for new save ideas. What are you looking for in terms of a save idea? That's probably the easiest way to start. You looking for a journeyman type save? Are you looking for a one club? Are you looking for a team that you can instantly have success with? What's the sort of vibe that you're hoping for with the save? then save ideas can start to flow a little bit easier. As we demand more. As Bournemouth have actually we're actually XG in Bournemouth right now. We're FM in Bournemouth. Traore, he's gone and whipped the ball in. It's headed away. Right, win that header. Get it out. Oh, never mind. That's been coming.
Emotional damage.
Are you struggling to meet? Pressured by the feedback. Pressured by the feedback. We weren't winning. Like we weren't doing well. Macklin Royce on. Hayes off for bait, I think. No, Hayes is gonna stay on. Lefebvre's gonna come off for Salguero, I think. We're gonna have to go for it. Belingi looks absolutely knackered though. Fun, hard sort of save where I can move if possible if I want. That really doesn't narrow it down. I'm racking the brain for that one, but I can't really think of anything. Right. Run at defense, early crosses, shoot on sight, more expressive. Distribute quickly, lads. Step up the defensive lines. There. And then in here, James Hayes becomes an AP attack. You come forward. Jorgensen becomes that roaming playmaker that Vignati did brilliantly when he was on last time and attacking. Genuinely, something lower league England, maybe. So, a lower championship to like a top league 2. Reading or Derby are fun ones. In England because of their like financial issues. Like you could maybe do like a Portsmouth or a Sunderland. Was the club that bought my? You are now reunited. Ah, look at that. Maybe like bring in like a Portsmouth or a Sunderland or a Bolton, like a fallen giant sort of thing. Bring them back to the top. That's right. Can we clear this out, please? I mean, that's high, wide, and not at all handsome at all. But demand a little bit more. Right, Pont. Into Jorgensen. Gerben Rook. Looking for Salguero. It's cleared away. They've noticed what we've done, and they've gone 4-2-4 to counter it. As Kirkes is coming forward. And Alberto has scored, for fuck's sake.
Emotional damage.
The Bolton and Derby shouts there. Genuinely, like, and I just click praise as well, for fuck's sake, FM, man. That's the first game this season we've slipped up in that we probably shouldn't have. That's the first game this season we've dropped points where we shouldn't have. And that's annoyed me. That has annoyed me. But right, chat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick 5 minutes now in this middle bit. Like pee break and stuff. So if you need to get a drink or anything like that, as we are still in the top 4, but that is very much a case of Arsenal and Liverpool not winning. Even like Everton can't go above us. So we'll probably end up 6th after games in hand have been played. But yeah, if you guys need a quick drink, a quick snack, anything like that, do go and get it now whilst I go for my quick break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Yeah, so please don't go anywhere. Right, we are back. We are back. Oh. Right, I think that's the first time we've lost to Bournemouth in this save as well, which is a little bit annoying. No, not for you, match. Sorry, past meeting, Sean. That one. No, it's not. Oh yeah, we lost to Bournemouth late last season. We've lost 3 times. Oh yeah, because we lost in the cup. Yeah, but that's like back-to-back Premier League defeats to Bournemouth. We need to rectify that when we go to the Vitality when we play them at the MKM later in the season. Flint snubs PSG to stay at Spurs. That's not fun. But yeah, Brentford at home. We need to pick up some points. We now have a week where we can rest, so that's better. But yeah, they were the better team as well. We did not create a lot of chances. Right. Arsenal play Bristol City, so Bristol City could do us a favour, and their hopes of moving up the Premier League table a little bit by beating Arsenal. But let's say optimism is very low for that. Optimism is very, very low for that. We're not expecting too much. Oh. Yeah, there we go. I mean, they pulled it back from, 3-0 to 3-2, so they might have had something, but yeah. So that moves us down into 5th. Obviously, then we've got other teams. Right, first match with Luton. Good luck. Now between Bolton and Wrexham. I mean, Wrexham would always be a fun one. I like the Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney duo. It'll also be interesting to see if you kept them the entire way up. Away to Burnley. Right, Liverpool at home to Ipswich, and Soboslai's goal means yeah. So if they win their games in hand, so Arsenal would go top if they win their game in hand. United would go, so that would be 30, 29, they'd be level on points. So we'd be 3 points off of 5th. So we're not too far away from Champions League. But yeah, Cristobal Gari, he's pretty darn good, isn't he? Mike is joining us. Francisco Pio Esposito would be a fun one as well if he wasn't 100 million. But he probably will be someone I look to sign because he has developed really, really well. Have Wolves sacked their manager now? Is that finally what's happened? Yep, Wolves have sacked their manager after 11 defeats in 13. Wolves have won a game. They won away at Leicester. Wait, was that not them sacking their manager then? No, they have sacked their manager. So have they just sacked him after their first win of the season? No, they lost to Fulham 3-1, which was the turning point. But they have won a game now, so interesting times.
Shalom, shalom.
Totally FM guy, thank you very much for the follow. I do appreciate it. I hope you're doing well. Lusamba for 101 million. This guy, I mean, he is good. He is good. He is very, very good. But yeah, right. Brentford, Bristol City before we play Man United. Man United will be a tough one. Chukwuemeka getting a groin strain. Not what we need right now. Not what we need. Iceland. Ralph Hasenhüttl has had an interesting fall from grace if he's now going to Iceland. He was at QPR the last time I saw that. I'm intrigued now to see what has happened to him. Golazzo! Ralph Hasenhüttl at Iceland. So he went after QPR. He went to Slovenia and then has been left to take the Iceland job. Interesting. And we've received a lovely £5,000 from a transfer. Which is interesting. Hayes is improving, which is nice. That passing probably needs to improve a little bit more. I might actually get him just on a passing additional focus, just to improve that, especially whilst we're trying to get him to dictate tempo as well. That would be quite a nice little addition to that, I suppose. get him properly focused on improving that passing attribute. Because I think then if he really improves his passing, like he's probably one of the best DLPs we could look to have. And we'd have got him from Sunderland for, not Sunderland, yeah, from Sunderland, wasn't it? Or was it Sheffield United? From Sheffield United. We got him for what, 17 million release fee? Also, having a look at the social groups, there is a little bit of a mix. 4 people in the other group. But yeah, like the core social group, looking there, then the secondary social groups are okay. Like if we look at the hierarchy, we look at our team leaders. Two of our team leaders are actually in and around the squad. They're all in and around the squad. Like Jorgen will give us 30k from Paris FC if we get that, which will be a nice little extra bit of bonus. Right, Brentford at home is a game we have to win. It's a must win for us. In given our recent struggles, and so will Bristol City away. Arsenal play Man United next, which is a nice one for us. Leeds play Liverpool later in the day, and I mean Chelsea would go level on points with us, I think, if they win their game. So we could drop to 7th. But we do play at 3 o'clock. So Leicester playing Chelsea. I mean, Leicester right now have had 2 points from their opening games. Both of the 2 people we'd want to play centre mid attack aren't even there. So we're going to bring Greg Dominguez in. Who is he wanted by? Sunderland. Probably, depending on the financial aspect of it, we'll probably take that. Do we bring Kowalski in there? We will bring Osser in. Actually, I might play Osser instead at that CM attack role. See how he does there, because he looks like he could probably do that CM attack role quite well. Like, maybe not. Like, I feel like he's one that needs to probably be flipped for some cash rather than anything else. But we'll give him a game this time. Let's go and win this home game. Against Brentford. Yeah, because we need to do that. We do need to do that. Right. Encourage the lads. So no matter what, we go above Liverpool if we avoid defeat. For the time being. A bruised knee. I'm hoping you can be nursed through that, Yohab. I really don't. The injuries are causing us a little bit of damage. Arsenal lost to United. So that's an interesting one. As Hayes has just lost out to Willock, Rick, Collie. Right, Osser has won the tackle nicely. Marco John. I don't know why you're so narrow there, really. Lefebvre. Out to Safanike. Cosmas. I can't pronounce his name properly. Cosmas, he's whipped in a decent ball. Belingue! That's not offside. It is offside.
Lino! You've got to fucking see that!
Wait, who's offside in the build-up? Oh, it's Lefebvre. Lefebvre is blocking the keeper. Okay. That makes sense. I don't think he was offside, Lefebvre, either. He should be able to nurse himself for at least till half-time, and then we can see from there. But yeah, we needed that goal. We haven't. We've had 4 shots and 3 on target from a .11 XG. And now Lefebvre's got injured. Ah. Right, Salguero on the left-hand side. Again, we're going to nurse Thingy till half-time. That's annoying. Lefebvre getting injured again is not what we need. I'm far from pleased. He's injured but wants to play on. I'm not going to risk it. Get Gerben Rook on at half-time. Encourage the team. On the bright side, Brentford have not really had much of an attacking threat in this game so far. But we need to be a bit more creative. We've not done really anything in an attacking sense. Elsa is there. Greg Dominguez is motivated. Does Hayes have a side preference? No. Does Dominguez have a side preference? No, okay. Like, the wide players we've subbed on aren't performing well. They're more natural wingers. If you're a natural winger on attack, you're a natural inside forward. What I might do with Rook, just quickly for this, is just maybe make him a winger on attack instead. Like, cut inside with ball. Yeah. I might give our inside forwards a little bit more freedom to roam as well. Like our wide players just like roam from position and pick up spaces. See if that actually helps them. And we're gonna bring Vignati on for Jorgensen as well. Because we're not playing well right now. We need a little bit more creativity. And Vignati does have a 17 passing attribute. Right, long throw in. Penref? No Penref. He's just gone down weakly under the challenge. Vignati. Out to John. Veneri. Fandinho. Cosmas. He's down the right-hand side. Can he find a cross? That's a terrible pass in. Hickey can bring the ball away for Brentford. Cordoba, Trinaldo, Damsgaard. Right, Cosmas has won it back. Vignati, Hayes, Dominguez. Belingi looked off. Belingi looked off and he missed it anyway. But he was off. Gonna demand a little bit more from the lads. Might drop the tempo down slightly because we've not had as much possession, so that might allow us to keep the ball a little bit. Fandinho into Veneri, Vignati. Gerben Rook. Fandinho. Vignati. Fandinho, right. This is nice. We've slowed the play down a little bit. Salguero. John's come forward with it. He's found the cross. It's towards Dominguez! That... don't be offside. It's not offside. The drop in the tempo has worked. Brentford have been picked apart. And we lead at the MKM. It's a lovely ball. I don't know what Katarski's doing, but we do not care about that one in the slightest. Now there's a long throw from John. It's into Salguero. He's gone under the challenge.
Penref!
Penref indeed. It's given. Who's on it? It's Marco John. Vice captain of this football club. It was his throw that's helped win the penalty, and he slots it in the back of the net. And it's 2 in, what, 4 minutes? As Brentford now face an uphill task. 2 in 4 minutes, just what we needed. Chelsea are winning, but it doesn't really matter too much. Hickey's corner. We've headed it away. Belingi's looking to get there first. Has got there first. Look at the man on the right. Look at the man on the right. It was free. I think it was Rook. But Belingi. Oh, what a ball. Salguero! He's onside. It's game over. That is lovely. Lovely ball here. Into Salguero. Lovely first touch. And Salguero slots it in the back of the net. Their goalkeeper's had a bit of a mare the second half. But 3 in 8 minutes. And Brentford have been put to the sword. And we go above Arsenal and back up into the top 4. That is very, very nice indeed. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. Might actually drop that tempo down. Because we've struggled to create in a few of these last few games. Maybe dropping that tempo down a little bit just to ease the pace in which we're going from front to back. So, yeah. But Marco John on form. I think I'm going to just drop that down now just so we have that in the bank. Lefebvre is out for another 3 to 4 weeks. Plamain 1 to 3 days. Marco John with a goal and an assist. You were superb in front of goal. And Bristol City boss in the stands. So I'm guessing Bristol City want to scout a player in that game at some point. But yeah, that is very, very, very nice indeed. The Calendar, training calendar. Because we are into December of season 3 in the Premier League. Do we do a Gegenpress week? No, I'm gonna do a mix of defense and attack. Actually, that's pretty much a defensive week. If we just switch routines and attacking direct around, I'm okay with that. And then actually, instead of that, we'll just do a chance conversion training there. And then we'll leave the regular bog standardness there. Actually, you there. And you there. And then we have Spurs away after Man United. So we are very much going to be defensive minded on that one. Right, that to there. And then that to there. And then com outreach. And then a week off in December. That's interesting that we have a week off in December. But I think we'll do like a technical training week then. Just to get our ball work going. And we'll give them the Sunday off. Because then we have the week off before we play Newcastle away. Where we will want to be a bit more defensive minded given how good Newcastle squad is. And then, yeah. And then Chelsea at home, so yeah, defend that week. And then Chelsea on the Monday, Aston Villa on the Thursday is not fun. And then match review, team bonding, and then I don't want to do that. I'm going to do a general sort of defending there. And then match review, community outreach again, switch those two around. Who do we have at the beginning of January? That will probably be FA Cup weekend, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll leave that for now. There. Wait. Darren Fletcher, Bristol City manager, wants to, I'm guessing, sign Holman Fandinho. Aston Villa and Bristol City and Napoli want to sign him. He's not for sale. He's putting stuff out in the press. He can fucking back his money up with a £60 million bid. But Liverpool have won, which puts us back outside the top 4 on goal difference. I mean, all those teams around us have played a game less, and we're 1 point off top. So if everybody in the top 4 loses their game in hand, and Arsenal, and like if the top 7 will lose their games in hand on us, then we're only a point behind. We're only a point off top again, and always good with the world. So yeah, like that then works nicely in our favour, but I doubt it somehow. We're gonna have to hope. We're gonna have to hope for some mental gymnastics. None of the teams around us play there, so that is fine. But I mean, we play Man United at Glanford Park. After Bristol City. So we might have a little bit of a rotation for that Bristol City game. But yeah, because Bristol City have just lost to West Ham. Fulham and Newcastle have drawn 0-0. Newcastle have had a very inconsistent start to the season. I mean, as much as I like this song, I don't like this new version that was on Spotify. We're going to do this one. Here we go. Man United coming up. Big game. West Ham have got a player on there. We're in the negative. He's had a transfer list. He's okay. He's at that point where he's not going to develop much more in terms of attributes, I don't think. He's like unbelievable, this guy. He is so fucking good. The fact Chelsea paid 111 million for him, not surprising in the slightest. Cosmas came second in the Player of the Month. 3 clean sheets though in the month. 3 clean sheets. Heads up about Jason Fisher. Like, look, Jason Fisher. Yeah, you said you're on there. I'm telling you now. Like, okay, good. You've agreed impact sub. Perfect. Thank you, Jason. Like, he's not gonna leave Chelsea, but he might leave Espanyol if we get to the if we get to European football, and he is he's already a 4-star player at 19. Like, imagine how good he's going to be. Like, I can just imagine how good this guy's going to be. I'm fairly certain he's in next gen, yeah. If he's not in my default shortlist, he needs to be in my default shortlist. Him and Sass be two really perfectionists as well. Him and Sass will be two really good players to get in this summer to upgrade the midfield, I think. Especially if we get Europe and we get like a big prize pool. The FA Cup, I'm not really too fussed about what we look at for the draw. Who have we got? We've got Liverpool away. Okay, cool. I think now we're in the Premier League, we're getting all the big teams away that we'd wanted to have got like earlier in the season. So yeah, like, right, so, we're gonna do, no, we're just gonna do general, we're not even gonna worry about, thingy, because we've got 3 games in a week, Monday, Thursday, and then, thingy, and then, sorry, general defending there. Monday, Thursday, Sunday games, oofed. Big oofed. Spurs play Arsenal now. That's a big game. In the Premier League calendar. Recruitment meeting we'll attend. I don't really know what we've kind of got. But yeah. 2 players in the team of the week for us. Nice. The eye of the tiger. As we build up to Bristol City at Ashton Gate. We need to win that. This is another game we need to win. I think dropping that tempo down might actually help us. I think in every sort of aspect of the game. Arsenal have lost to Spurs. Oh, House of Nipan, how good are you? Oh, you're fucking incredible. That's actually kind of good to know how well you can develop in this. But yeah, so Liverpool have slipped up, which means that, and Arsenal have lost to Spurs again, which means we stay above Arsenal now. Liverpool have slipped up, which is nice. United haven't played yet, but yeah, so what? We're 4 points up behind Spurs. But if City and that slip up, we still can move up into second. So, oh yes, my frames drop in like flies. You love to see it. It's probably because I've got a load of processing power to get through on this this save now. Marco John's got the most assists in the Premier League. Is that true? Yeah, he has. Tobias has also got 5 clean sheets, which is the second in the league. So like we've actually done okay this season. Yes, we've conceded 18 goals, but if you look at some of the games we've conceded in, like 5 against Liverpool and 3 against Arsenal, that's 8 of our goals already. Like, you take those 2 games out of the equation, like it's 10 from 13, and it's not too bad defensively wise either. Like, at all. Oh, Trabzonspor. He's gone to Trabzonspor on loan. Odebear. Interesting. Right. Akamark is out injured, as is Chukwuemeka. I am going to start Ossa in that midfield role again. No, actually, I'm not. Dominguez scored last time out. So Dominguez starts. Salguero got a goal off the bench, so he's going to come on, and Jason Fisher will come onto the bench. Who wants Rook? Feyenoord. I mean, again, if we can sell Gerb and Rook for a little bit of a profit, probably not much of a profit, if I'm being honest. Yeah, we might be okay. Sell players to make, like, buy players, make money, sell them. Like, make money by selling them. That's kind of the way we'd want to do it. The media have given you a lot of praise. Let's go and beat Bristol City at Ashton Gate. We need to build on that Brentford win and drop in that little bit of dropping that tempo might be okay. There might be a thing we do in home games maybe, but we'll see how this game goes. As John into Salguero, nicely forward to Belingi. He's got to hold it. He has held it nicely. We've kept the ball there. That's well word. We've allowed ourselves to reset. John into Salguero. Back out to Marco John, who's into the penalty area. He finds Salguero! And it's back to back games for Salguero to get on the score sheet. That is lovely football. I thought we'd lost the ball there, but then John has the vision and the mindset to find Salguero, and we lead inside 5 minutes at Bristol City. You love to see it. And that actually moves us into second as it stands. Before United obviously inevitably score against West Ham. Let's not concede from this. Right, Plamane's hacked it clear. Are we going to get there first? We're not. So, don't know what that highlight was all about. Chelsea are 2-0 up, but Man United haven't scored yet. I mean, if West Ham upset the apple cart and win at Old Trafford, that would be incredibly based. As the corner is headed in by Vaneri. And it is 2-0 to Scunthorpe. Lovely leap, brilliant header. Christensen, no chance. And we're looking good value for second place right now, chat. We just got to keep plugging away. European football will come if we keep plugging away and picking up results like this. Chelsea 4-0 up at home to Fulham is crazy inside 32 minutes. But yeah, we're playing well. All we need is a Belingi goal. That's what we really need. But yeah, this is good. We're capable of better though. We can still improve. Come on, lads. I have faith in you. They seem pleased. They seem motivated. Bristol City having a highlight from kickoff is not what I had in mind when I gave my team talk. Oh, Jorgensen, I mean, he's won it and then given it away. But Vaneri, goal scorer Vaneri's won it back. Dominguez, Salguero, Belingi, Salguero again. Can he find the pass? Yohab Plamane. Oh, it's a brilliant save. I thought I was going to say what a goal that is. But not to be, as Marco John's corner is then cleared away and Salguero can't win the header. Jorgensen now, but it's highlight over. Nearly a wonderfully worked third goal there, but we'll praise the lads now as we head towards the hour mark, where we'll probably make a couple of changes for to cover for tiredness and resting ahead of the Manchester United game on the weekend. Gomes into Kelly. He's gone long. Can we win that header? Fandinho has. Plamane. Jorgensen. Into Belingi. He's held it up nicely. Salguero. He's looked for Yohab Plamane and will find him. Cosmas. Jorgensen. He's gone from distance and it's wide of the mark. Right, we're going to make a change now. We're going to bring Yohab Plamane off for Gerben Rook and we'll bring... No, we'll leave... No, we'll do both... No, we'll leave both the fullbacks for now. We will do the fullbacks, though, in a few moments' time. You said that you saw it before. Look, John, long throw, into the box, and it's headed, and Vaneri's not too far away from getting his second of the game there. They've switched to a 4-4-2. There's the Man United goals as well. John, long throw, Vaneri flicks it on, and Cosmas has headed it open. That's a sitter. That's a glorious chance for a third. And just as I'm about to think about maybe resting Salguero, he's got injured. Unbelievable. Right, Pont and Royson as well. And then we'll make one final sub later on. But that's annoying that Salguero's now gone off injured. Praise. Bristol City have a throw-in in the corner. Rook has lost the ball twice, and now Bristol City have scored. And that's their first attack of the game. That's their first attack of the game, and it's shortly after we've made subs. I should probably make a midfield change at some point as well. Oh, do not give the ball away like that. And now we've just allowed Bell to run forward. And the cross...
Emotional damage.
Welcome back, Colin. Oh, genuinely, they've scored 2 in a minute. What the fuck? What the actual fuck, right? We'll bring Vignati on. Like, are we actually gonna draw this game? In transition, distribute quickly, press more. Attacking mindset. Push you on, push you on. AP on attack now for you. We'll put Vignati on as the Roman playmaker. And hope that we get something from this game. Like, hope we get a late winner, because that's just annoyed me. Demand more. Come on, lads. 7 added minutes. There's got to be a highlight in 7 added minutes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, there's got to be a highlight. Look at the chances. Look, the shots are coming in. I hate FM when it does this. Like, I know we play on key highlights, but I'm sorry, there's got to be a key highlight when you're drawing like this and you're pushing for a winner. I'm sorry, there is a chance, there is something. Defensive performance was woeful. Let them concede 2 in a minute. I'm sorry, that's not on. It's not good enough. It's absolutely not good enough. And it's cost us 2 points. Like, that means that from being second in the league to now, like, to being third in the league to now there, like, it's annoyed me. It's annoyed me. And injuries aren't helping us right now. Injuries are really not helping us right now. The thing is that I'm annoyed, but we are still 5th in the Premier League. Like, this is where we want to be. Like, right now. Like, maybe, I don't know necessarily if 5th is where we, like, I feel like 5th is probably the best place to be, because it's Champions League rather than Thursday, Sunday. But, yeah, it's still annoying. West Ham has sacked Thomas Frank, interestingly. But Man United, Tottenham, see, this win here, like, these 2 slipped up games away from home. That's annoying, considering this is our next run of games. United, Spurs, Newcastle, Chelsea, Villa, Liverpool. Twice. That is such a horrible run of fixtures. Like, it's such a horrible run of fixtures that we need to, like, move away from. Chris Day, like, the fact he's playing for, he's because he's in the under-21s and he's too old for the under-21s. How's the stream going? We just bottled a 2-0 lead to Bristol City, Chuck. But we're here. But our next run of fixtures are rough. So this is going to be the real acid test, because this run of fixtures also comes at the end of the season. Other than Liverpool, like Liverpool we played, but like the United to Villa. Although, did we play Villa early in the season then? Oh yeah, we did, and we won 1-0, that's right. So yeah, but like United, Tottenham, Wolves, Newcastle, Chelsea to finish off the season. Like, we need to sort of have European football, like, pretty much in a very good contention there. Because the end of the season is rough. But, like, at the same time, like, if we beat Man United here, like, I think we'll lose away at Spurs. I think we'll be rep-rolled by Spurs. But I'm hoping in a way, like, The rough stretch we get at the end is not great. But basically, like it is like the possibility, like if other teams slip up, I don't think other teams are going to slip up. We can't really rely on other teams slipping up. The aim is 7th anyway. Like, the aim is top 7, top 8 anyway, because that will get us European football in some regard, which will massively help improve our standing in the Premier League. Spurs have slipped up, Man City have won, Liverpool slipped up. So there's a few teams slipping up here. So if we beat Man United, we can actually go level on points with them. So, I mean, if Chelsea get a takeover before we do, I'm going to be very, very upset. I'm going to be very upset. But yeah. Everybody expects us to lose. Everyone expects us to lose this game. I think we've just got to be positive. We've just got to be positive and hope for the best. But having like Lefebvre, look at this. We've got 4 first-team injuries right now as well. Chukwuemeka out for Dominguez. Ossa, I think I'm going to play... do I play Ossa just because he has the slightly more legs? Possibly, yeah. Like, Jason Fisher will start on the left. We'll have to bring Kowalski onto the... No, we'll bring Millie onto the bench. Like, and go from there. Like, we are at the bare bones. We are at the bare bones when it comes to attacking players. But we gotta hope. We gotta hope we can do something. Man United have the best defense in the league right now. But we're looking to hopefully, we are the underdogs. I trust you. I trust you. We nearly fucked up with the Cosmas team talk. Right, we're going to press and weak foot on there. We're going to press Ravella as well because I feel like he's going to be needed. And then we're also going to try and press the centre-backs. I'm not going to tackle hard on them. We're just going to press them to try and see if we can make a mistake. They are starting sass against me. They are starting sass against me. Come on. Let's beat United. Let's show Sass what he could be doing here. Man United have a corner. Ravella in. Scalvini hits the bottom of the post. That's fine. Can hit the bottom of the post all he wants to. As long as it don't go in the back of our net, we don't mind. I mean, send him off, ref. Send him off. Who was it that got sent off? Diallo? Dedic. Send him off. Encourage. Come on, this is a perfect opportunity to get a win against Man United. Belingi getting injured is not what we need right now. Right, Man United have a throw. Can we press them? Lewis. Oh, wait, that's instructions. No, not this instructions. Opposition instructions. Doesn't really change much for us, does it? Because they've just brought Adam Lewis on. Yeah. Right, Kobe Mainu, Lewis. Can we stop the cross? Right, we have Hayes out to Plamain. Here's the counter opportunity. Cosmas down the line. Inside, it's on inside to Hayes instead. Jason Fisher, Belingi, John. We're passing it around a little bit too much here. Crosses into the back stick. Cosmas back in, and it's a great block as Ossa was trying to finish off. John with the corner. Veneri, and it's a handball from him. He tried to get up, but he's handled it. But that's a good chance. That's a good opportunity. Encourage the lads. That's what we want to see a little bit more of. Now Man United have got... now United are down to 10. Let's see if we can make this numerical advantage count. Veneri. It's an interesting pass. Martinez has won it, but we get the ball back. Jorgensen, Belingi. John's found some space on the left-hand side. He's cut inside and goes back down the outside. Oh, it's cleared away. You had the rare East Coast earthquake. Wow. I hope... where? Kobe Mainu. Rashford, not like this FM, not like this FM. Fuck Man United, man.
Damage.
Oh, mainly New York City, New Jersey. Wow. Wow. I felt, but yeah, a lot of the buildings, especially in like Manhattan, would have actually like, I feel like have been built for earthquakes, so should have been okay. Injuries affecting him. We're gonna bring Yamazaki on. Like we're not playing well right now either. Players are on 6.4s. Players are not turning up. I feel like players are feeling the pressure of playing against 10 men Man United. Berate. Corner. Marco John on it. Corner's whipped in. Header! Vaneri! We might have to sign him from Spurs because he's popped up with a vital equaliser on the stroke of half-time. He gets in there and leaps like a salmon, and Reste has been beaten. Encourage. Come on, lads. It's our first shot on target of the game. Shooting's not been good enough. But we tell them, I have faith. Go have some fun out there to the striker. Encourage. This is the perfect opportunity to try and knock United off a little bit. John with a long throw. We can't win the header. But Ossa picks up the loose ball. Vaneri, whose goal has brought us level. Out to Cosmas. Cosmas. He's gone from distance. I feel like a couple of people made decent runs as he's about to pull the trigger there, that he might have been able to have found. Come on, encourage. One more encourage. See what we can do. Get towards 70 minutes and then we'll look to make the change. Leo had Plamain on a free kick. It's gone short. Fandinho across. And Yamazaki has found the back of the net. I think that's his first goal for the club as well. What a time to get it. We leave Manchester United at the MKM. It's a lovely turn from Fandinho, and it's an excellent cross. Yamazaki couldn't miss. It doesn't matter if it's 10-man Man United or not. It's still Man United. It's still Man United we're beating. Right, Hayes off for Bate, I think, and Plamain off for Gerben Rook. Make those two changes. Praise the lads. I feel like we might have just stopped the highlight by praising there. But 10 minutes to go. United are obviously still going to be there. Jorgensen's on a 6.4 and yellow carded. Let's get Vignati straight on to cover for that. Macklin Royce, again, John's on a yellow card. John's on a yellow card. No reports of damage so far. Well, that's good. Praise the lads. Come on. 2 minutes to go. Right, let's run the clock down. Play for set pieces. Be a bit more disciplined, lads. Go to balance now. This is a huge win. It's a famous Scunthorpe win. Manchester United, fueled mainly by the fact Dedic got a red card early on. We're not removing that from the factor in of this performance. But it's a famous win at home to Man United that sees us move back into the top four. Can you believe it? Look at this. Top four, baby. We were 1-0 down as well. Young Scunthorpe shine against Manchester United. Play without fear, lads. Belingi 1 to 3 days. That's fine. But yeah, was that our first ever win against Man United? I think that was our first ever win against Man United. That is our first ever win against Man United. The other 4 games have been sort of, those were 2 tight games. Last season was a little bit more of batterings. But a famous win against Manchester United. It's what we love to see. Oh. And breathe, because we have to do it all again at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in a week. Moving on up, we are. We are. Jorgensen's now suspended, so it'll be Vignati in the midfield against Spurs. But yeah, we are there. We are 4th in the Premier League. You're concerned about the defeat to Bournemouth, but then you're disappointed about that, but you're concerned that we've lost to City and Arsenal, who are teams that are in and around us. We're a point off top again, chap. Genuinely, we are right now. Yeah, right now, whether we want to believe otherwise or not, right now in the title talk, we're not included. But there is a brief sort of like footnote that says Scunthorpe ? Leeds and Ipswich draw 0-0, battle of two bottom of the table sides. But yeah. Tottenham, if we can beat Spurs away, this is a very, very good... I mean, Rashford was also included in the team of the week, but Salguero and Vaneri named in the team of the week. Probably more for their earlier in the week escapades against Bristol City, possibly, but... We have Spurs away. We're moving on up. We're moving on in towards what could be a famous period in Scunthorpe's history. As Pont picks up a 1 to 2 day injury, that's fine. The FA Cup second round replays have come through. We know we've already got Liverpool away. We will rotate for the Liverpool game. I don't care if we lose it. As long as we don't get battered, don't really care what happens in the FA Cup right now. The FA Cup is not a trophy we sort of are prioritising until we are actually to, like, a squad that's sort of dominating in the league, if that makes sense. Like, a team that's going to be challenging on a consistent level and can cover and focus on that. And sort of know that the squad is good enough that if we drop a little bit in the league, we're not too worried about elsewhere. Tottenham are the favourites, but we are in good form. I say we're in good form. We're in a bit of inconsistent form. But we're on a high after beating Manchester United for the first time. That we hope and believe that we could do the same against Spurs. That we hope and pray that we could do the same against Spurs. Because if we can, then we're very much in a topic of conversation around how this league season's going. If we beat Spurs, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. I'm surprised that's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Liverpool played the early kickoff in the Merseyside derby. So how Liverpool do? I mean, okay. This is, I mean, 2 forwards who are considered fine prospects. If we have 2 5-star, like, how is Vladimir Costa developing? He's dropped down to 3.5-star potential now. Okay. But he's developing potentially nicely. But yeah, right. Still got there. Vaneri's obviously ineligible to play, which means Pinares, you have a fairly strong right foot as well. So I think you are going to be the one that comes in. Kowalski will come onto the bench. Although, no, do you know what? I am going to play Kowalski ahead of Pinares. Just because he's got that little bit more sharpness in him. Vignati will have to come in ahead of Jorgensen. Dominguez, Ossa, Fisher, they're all coming onto the bench. Akamark will be replaced by Greg Dominguez. And then Millie will come onto the bench. Rook's also injured. So we are going to have to put Mavia on the bench as well. We've got no real midfield subs. This is the only issue. Yamazaki might have to come back and play like a CM attack for this game. Lefebvre is also injured, that's right. Jason Fisher will start. So now we are going to have to bring the backup goalkeeper on because we've just got no real... Like, the injuries right now that are hampering us, and we're still fighting at the towards the top of the table. The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium is there. Nobody's expecting anything from you. I trust you to make a difference. I trust you guys to do... I did not want to do that. Right, okay, let's change these around then. Right, we're going to do the similar thing to what we did. We're going to press, 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 and press. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click, 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 click. I love this game and how glitchy their menus are at times. Right, there we go. I mean, if we can go and beat Spurs away here. We've given Arsenal a game away from home. Like, why can't we do the same in North London? Encourage. I mean, an early red card for Spurs would make life easier. Liverpool have won the Merseyside derby, which moves them above us. Van de Ven on a free kick in his own corner flag. Oh, it's a mistake. But Lengi's in. Oh, you've got to score that. You've got to score that. In a game of this magnitude, you have to score that. Because now they're going to score from this highlight. Sukic into the box. Okay, it's a good save from Tobias. Oh my goodness me. I still can't believe Prince Belingi's missed that. That is incredible. Corner is whipped in, headed away. Oh. That's a chance. We've survived a scare of our own, but here we go. Corner. Dominguez. Go back to John. John's into the penalty area. Find a cross. Jason Fisher! And Scunthorpe lead at Spurs. This is back-to-back defending champions, Tottenham Hotspur as well, by the way. This isn't just any Tottenham Hotspur team. This is a Spurs side that have won back-to-back Premier League titles under Ange Postecoglou. And we lead away from home. Hayes. Sensible back to Tobias if you can't go forward. Fandinho. Into Cosmas. Drive forward with it, son. Cosmas. He switched the ball to Marco John. Oh, it's a poor pass. Now this is where the counters can come. Got to rush back, lads. I mean, it's a poor pass and we've got away with one there. Kowalski. Hayes. Oh, that's a poor pass. And Justiana. Sandrinho. There's the equaliser. When that poor pass comes, we're going to get punished. It's such a terrible pass. Dominguez with a free kick. The header's back across and it's over the bar. It's a chance. It's a chance. Encourage. Well, it's not a chance, it's a half chance. Spurs have a free kick. Orphanidis, the header, is clattered the crossbar. I'll tell you what. For the neutrals, this hasn't been a bad watch so far. But for my heart rate, it's not been great at them. But it's not been good at times. As Jason Fisher gives the ball away, and Sandrinho's coming forward. Fisher's got back, but Sandrinho's carrying on. Now Justiana back to the edge of the box. Right, get it out, lads. Just get it out. Stop the shots. Okay, that will do. If he's going to miss sitters like that, Spurs can miss all those kind of sitters as much as they want. We need to score those. But again, we're giving them a game. You can't say we're not giving them a game. You have been unlucky so far. Good effort. They like this. They seem pleased. Right, that's all. That's good. Spurs making 3 subs here very much leads you to want to imagine that Ange Postecoglou right now is not very happy. Let's not give the ball away sillily. This is not what we need to do. Right, Vignati, Dominguez, this is nice. Johan Plamain, that's a silly touch. That's such a poor touch from a Premier League footballer. Orphanidis now for Spurs. Right, John, just stop the cross. Holsef Nipan, we've dived in, but oh, great block. Can we win that? Belingi, he has. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. No stupid passes. That's nice. We've worked that well. Dominguez. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, Belingi, that's a terrible pass. This has been such a long highlight. You feel like there's a goal coming. And he's onside.
Emotional.
Kowalski played him miles on. Kowalski's having a shocker. He's give away the ball for the first guy. He's played them onside. We're bringing Pinares on. Dominguez is not having a great game. But as I said, we've not really got... Can you play centre mid attack, Hayes? You can. Right, I'm going to bring Lewis Bate on for Dominguez and put Hayes as the CM attack as well. Make 2 changes as we've given the ball away again. Right. Again, we're giving them a game. They're not like... It's not like we haven't given them a game here. Look at that. Like, look at that match momentum there, and we've got nothing from it. I'm actually going to put Be More Disciplined on. See if that actually helps us, like, keep the ball a little bit more. Right, Hartman with a corner. Amza. Maybe Be More Disciplined wasn't the right one. Especially if they score from this highlight. No, do you know what, actually? We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Distribute quickly. Push up. Press them. Look at the subs they've made. And then do that. And then weak foot again. And all of these people. Tackle harder. Oh, do you know what? I'd love if you actually just clicked on the players that I wanted to, FM, rather than just not. Confirm again and then edit again. But Yohab Plamane's on a 6.3. We'll bring Salvador Osso on that right-hand side. It's not necessarily the substitution I want to make. Belingi's on a 6. Need to get him off the pitch. We've got one more sub to make. And it's going to be Cosmas off. He's on a 6.3 and a yellow card. Afternoon, Di. How you doing? Hope all is good. Come on. Attacking mentality as well. Right, let's throw the wing backs up now. Pont up. John up. Vignati RPM. Lewis Bay AP attack. Try and get something from this game. Come on, lads. Something, please. Something, come on. Run at the defence. Something, anything. Not a Spurs free kick. We're still in the game. We're still in the game. There's probably not going to be an attacking highlight for us now. Oh, there is. Marco John set piece. Holman Fandinho. It's hit the bar. Pinares couldn't get there. Fandinho back in Fisher. Please don't end the highlight. Oh, not like that. Oh, we've given them a game again. We've lost to... So other than Man United, we've lost to everybody around us. Yeah. But we've given them all games. So we're really close. Like, we're so close to challenging. Like, United slipped up. If we'd have won, we'd have gone top if we'd have won. Before you get the sack. Oh, that's not good. That's not great. You didn't outperform. I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved. But we've given them a game there. 5 defeats. Look at, okay, other than Bournemouth, look at 4 of the teams we've lost to this season. Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Spurs. Yeah? Like, and then, like, Bournemouth is a bad one. Bournemouth is the only bad one there. The other 4 defeats, you'd kind of go, nah, expected. So, like, we can't You can't be too down about it. I mean, 3 players getting suspensions, all from our back line, when we play Newcastle away in 2 weeks is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But beating Man United's great. If we can, we got Newcastle at home or away. So Newcastle's away, Chelsea's at home shortly afterwards. We probably don't have this game because it's probably catch-up games for some teams. But Chelsea and City have drawn, so that means Spurs stay 2 points clear. Arsenal have lost to Newcastle, which is good news. Which means we stay 5th for the time being. But yeah, I'm actually going to change one thing about this because I hate that. We're going to do that instead. But yeah, we are in a very, very nice position right now. Like, we're in a lot better of a position than I thought we would be this season. Heading in towards January. The thing is that necessarily we don't have the funds to improve anybody. We're in a position where if we're going to buy, we're going to have to sell first. Because we don't have the board being able to inject money into the club. That's the one thing with having the fans owning you. Which is why I'd love to see if we could get Europe and have a tycoon takeover. Jared Bowen retiring. I mean, it is 9 years into the future, so that does make sense. There is Carabao Cup games happening. Which is there, and Spurs have won that Carabao Cup quarter-final on penalties. But yeah. Oh. Like, it's... We are very, very close. Like, I hope in this season we don't drop off, because if we can get Europe this season, even if it's 7th and it's Conference League, I hope that will be a point where we can then start to go to some of the other players in the league. Like, look, like, we can then go, right, okay, so Liverpool have lost, so Liverpool level on games with us, and now so what, we're 5 points off top as it stands. So we're 5 points off of top, having played there. Hayes capable of dictating tempo now, which is nice. So gets forward, tries long range passes. There's one more trait I want on him, and it's tries killer balls. And then I think he's kind of traded to the point of where I want him to be. Lefebvre is back in light training, which is good news. Yohab Plamain, you're still looking to try and beat the offside trap. Belingi places shots, yeah. Like, I'm thinking potentially as well, given the strikers in this save, I know he's a complete forward. Do I want him to be a complete forward? I might... I could try him as a complete forward attack. I feel like that could work for him, actually. Let's give it a try. Let's just try it. Because he's not scoring at the moment, but maybe getting him as a complete forward might change that focus on him. I've not really used the complete forward. I was tempted to go deep lying forward, to make the most of his good passing technique as well, and then try and see if we can use like the inside forwards, Lefebvre and Plamain, as like our more bigger goal threats. Kind of make them like our Salah, like a Salamane Firmino sort of vibe. Like, he's a 3.5-star DLF. Like, it's his 3rd one. But, like, then it would make a much more use of that. But his teamwork's not great. But, yeah. I feel like the complete forward is more probably what we need from him. but we can see. Newcastle will be the first test. The jury's still out for Willy Caballero at Leeds. Love the fact that Willy Caballero is a manager. Chukwuemeka is back. They good. Impact sub, good. Make that known that he is an impact sub. It's good now that like they're starting to like some of those players that we've had that have gone up through the leagues with us. They're still going to be a part of this squad. A lot of them. We've received £30,000. That's really going to help when we're £4,000 in debt. But yeah, as we can see, we've only got 865k in the old transfer kitty. So January's not going to really be a month of transfer business for us unless we sell a few players. And even now we're in that sort of position where like if we I just want to slide that over slightly. If you look, like our highest value player is Belingi. At 65-84, but we've not really got a lot of people highly valued, even though they're on long-term contracts. Like expiring in 2033. These people like Pippa Avia is like valued at like 600k, but like there's not a lot of high value players in this squad. Which is sort of a little bit annoying, but yeah, the fact that we've got 3 of our back line out suspended for Newcastle is not fucking good news. Where are you at Spezia in the league then? If you're close to being sacked. So yeah, this is what I mean. Yeah, teams are playing on the weekend. So City have won against Liverpool, which is big news for us. Chelsea, yeah. So Chelsea got above us on goal difference, but Arsenal seem to have lost again to Chelsea. So yeah, so we stay above Arsenal, but we're behind Chelsea on goal difference, and we're only a point behind Liverpool having their game in hand. So like yeah, I hope we're not really losing sharpness. Oh. Kev! The champ is in the building, everybody. The heavyweight champ of the world is in the building. Thank you very much for the raid. The United City FM. Afternoon, how goes it? It's going well. People in my chat that were here before Kev's raid, if you're not following the United City FM, first of all, he is one of the loveliest people on the FM community, so definitely do go and give him a follow. He is also the FM World Heavyweight Champion, so if you want to witness some of the best FM playing in the world, then definitely do go and drop Kev a follow. For raiders coming in that don't know who I am Sean, or Seanasea. I am managing Scunthorpe right now. I'm also a part of the Heavyweight Championship champion committee, because I am the multinational champion but that's neither here nor there. Last night was a thing.
Shalom.
Willie Boar, thank you very much for the follow. I didn't actually I missed quite a bit of it because I ended up watching the barnstormer of a Premier League match that was Chelsea Man United. But I seen bits on Twitter that it was a bit of a thing. But was unlucky last night, yeah. So I am managing Scunthorpe. They start in the National League North after having what can only be described as a massive fall from grace. But in 2019 they were relegated from League One. This season they're in the National League North, and we have now taken them up to the Premier League. We've had this is our 3rd season in the Prem. We've had 2 seasons 2 seasons in the Premier League, and 14th and 9th in the league. All these trophies here that you can see, you just take off this one and one of these ones, and that's everything else is what we have won in this save so far. So every league title going up and 2 FA trophies is what we have won so far. But yeah, and we are now currently got back-to-back promotions with Stoke. You love to see it. Yeah, we got 5 promotions in 6 seasons here at Scunthorpe. And we are now challenging up towards the top of the Premier League. We have just lost away to... and I'm sorry for everybody that thinks this is cursed. We've just lost the back-to-back defending champ Spurs. I know, I nearly threw up myself saying that. Yeah, after City's period of dominance, the title has then gone to North London and stayed in North London. Am I the new Kev? Sebastian, I can be the new Kev if you want me to be. What a weird timeline that is. Yeah. If you want even more... JM, welcome in, by the way. If you want even more weirdness, JM, PSG have won 3 Champions Leagues in this save. So, yeah. And have lost another final.
Shalom.
So, yeah.
Shalom.
Sebastian, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. So, yeah. And Arsenal have not only won a Champions League, but have lost 2 other finals as well. So, 10th in Serie B. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, you're in for a bit of a rough time. So, yeah. It's very, very much been an interesting one. But there was an all-English final at Wembley, which it can't actually be in Arsenal City this season, because I think they meet each other in the semis, given the way the draw's in real life. But, yeah, so there's been some crazy shenanigans in the Champions League as well. But, yeah, Spurs have won 2 Premier Leagues and a European Championship. So, not a European Championship, I believe it's a Europa League they have won in this save. Spurs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Spurs have also won there, all underneath Mr. Ange Postecoglou. So, Spurs fans, if you're in the stream, Big Ange will bring you success, it seems. And a lot of it. Mainly due to the fact that you have Benjamin Sesko firing in goals for fun for you from 2025. So that will very much help. But yeah, so that's the save. If you do want to stick around, I very much appreciate it. We have now started to get into a bit of a horrible run as well. We've got Man United, Spurs, Newcastle, Chelsea, Aston Villa, and Liverpool twice to cover our Christmas and New Year. So the Premier League fixture scheduling did not want us to have a season of good festive cheer. But considering I am a massive Scrooge, kind of fits the ethos. Shit on you all over Christmas and then go enjoy. But yeah, so because Newcastle, despite the fact they're in 9th, do have a certain relative unknown striker called Victor Osimhen up front, and do have a pretty decent squad, but are managed under by Brendan Rodgers, so swings and roundabouts. Gonna go grab some food with the missus. No worries. Thank you very much for the raid, Kev. Hope food with the missus goes well. And yeah, I will hope to maybe see you defend your title again soon. Have a great rest of your evening and hope your stream did go well, Kev. Thank you very much for the raid. But yeah, so I'm loving my frame rate drop at the moment. I do apologise. I've loaded in a load of leagues this season, and my PC is starting to question its ability to live at times. Anytime, anywhere against anyone. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. But yeah, so we are very much in this this mindset now of hoping. But we go into the Newcastle game looking like by that fact that we go into this Newcastle game now with 3 of our back 4 yellow card suspended due to yellow card accumulation. So just what you need when you've got one of the better teams in the country away from home. Who are you bidding on? Oh, they want to extend his loan. Cool. Accept that. We'll let him go. I need to right. Recruitment meeting. I will do it, but then just skip everything and continue through, so then I don't look like a bad guy. and my board then can't sack me if all of a sudden we completely poop the bed. But Newcastle at home, followed by Newcastle away at St James's, followed by Chelsea at home, is not necessarily then. And then Aston Villa, who have just sold what can only be described as one of the best English strikers around currently to Man United last summer. But they are still a very good team. This season, heading into it, Villa have lost their star striker and their manager. So you wouldn't realistically want to be a Villa fan right now in this timeline, because unfortunately that is just complete and utter ransacking. But you do have like this guy who is still very good, and you still have like Thiago Almada and all that. Like a lot of the core Villa squad is there still, like from real life, but I feel like that can also be, as much as that's a benefit, that can also be a bit of a detriment considering we are 9 seasons into the future. But they did sign Tammy Abraham back, so and I know Villa fans will love that. We have an interesting signing. So we've signed a centre back on loan this summer from Spurs, and I very much now want to sign him. And he's going to cost me about 54 million, I think it was, as an optional future fee in the loan, which I kind of don't want to do, but at the same time, I feel like I might have to. Right, and Zola wants to stay. Why? I'm getting this notification because you must have been next gen. No, you're in my default shortlist. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to want you in my default shortlist. Don't think you're going to improve me too much. It's Boxing Day, so happy belated bar humbugs to every single person in 2031. And as always, when it hits Christmas, I spam a few of my Scrooge emotes in chat because bar humbug. But right, let's see. Yeah, this is just a cluster of mess and injuries. Right, Fisher onto the bench. Lefebvre is not match fit. 45 minutes. So we'll start Fisher and we'll bring Lefebvre on at half time. Akamark is out for Carney Chukwuemeka, although he's only got 45 minutes in him. But he is going to start. Actually, no, for 45 minutes we can give them 60. That is the way we do it. I'm going to change this one as well, because as much as I like it. There, but yeah, missing 4 of our back... 3 of our back 4 to suspension is just not what we needed. It's a good job we have kind of covering 2 of those positions. Left back, not so much. Millie, if we need you at left back, you're going to go left back today. With your 1 tackling. Yes, I agree. Mr. Millie, right, there's a few players lacking a bit of match sharpness here. And that might come back to bite me in the backside. Hello, Matta. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. If we can beat Newcastle at St James's, it's a famous Scunthorpe win. It's a famous win. We're putting a few of those out of the bag today. We've failed to beat Newcastle in all 4 previous outings, so it will be the first time we beat Newcastle in the save. But yeah. I mean, Spurs are winning again, shock. So that means that it stands with 9 points behind them. If we lose, we're 10 points behind them. Get the clearance away, nice. Gazier, thank you very much for the follow. As Lefebvre's in down the left-hand side. Still I'm not disappointed with the result last night. The performance a little bit, yeah. Bellingi, Lefebvre, oh, it's over Jose Pedro's bar. That would have been nice. Chelsea dropped down because Liverpool are beating Arsenal. Arsenal are having a bit of a December slump, aren't they? As well. What kind of skin do you use? We were lucky. Yeah, a little bit. Lefebvre, free kick. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, it's over the bar. Exclamation mark skin. I use the Sasmaz skin. The SAS 24 skin. The same one, if you watch Mr. Second Yellow Card, it's the same one he uses. And he has a wonderful video on his channel, I believe, of the best skin in FM24. And I tend to agree with him. I think this is the best skin in FM24. Holding Newcastle to a 0-0 at this moment. Is there 2 pence and a massive deflection win you the game? Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, United won in that game yesterday until they got the until they got gifted a goal. Like, oh, that was not what I meant to say. So we've just stressed one of my centre backs there for no reason. But yeah, like, United weren't in that game until they got gifted their first goal. Chelsea were much better, but then Chelsea didn't play well at all for the rest of the game, and United were very much deservedly in the lead. But at the same time, we might have been lucky, but you do not deserve to win if you... Yeah, you're 3-2 up in the 99... You're 3-2 up in the 100th minute of a Premier League game. You lose that game, it's your own fault. I don't care what anybody says. If you have not... You're losing a game when you're winning in the 100th minute, you deserve to lose it. Right, Lefebvre's had 65 minutes. But yeah, like, so as much as Chelsea have had a bit of the rub of the green there, United have also shot themselves in the foot, like, because they have switched off from a corner, like, and a lot of teams do it. I'm surprised a lot more teams don't go for quick corners to the edge of the box. Another 2 defensive issues, yeah, like. Cole Palmer's back must be sore from the amount he's carrying Chelsea as well this season. Right, we are not having a great game. Yamazaki, come on. You could not play as a complete forward, can you? No. We'll make you an AF. We're not going to try and push for this game. I think a 0-0's a pretty decent result at St. James's. Yeah, and to be quite honest, Wan-Bissaka I thought was going to be looking like he was going off at one point. Like, the fact he was able to stay on probably helped you, like, was a little bit beneficial for you as well. I mean, Newcastle have a 91st minute highlight. If we concede this, I'm going to be livid. If we score from this highlight, I'll be absolutely loving life. He looked offside anyway. So all that highlight for absolutely nothing. It's been a very boring second half, this game. I'll take a 0-0. Tobias, our goalkeeper, getting man of the match. We proved a lot of people wrong in avoiding defeat there. Well done, boys. Yeah. I think you've used the most defensive combinations in the league this season, which doesn't help you. But there is one thing I'd like to point out, and I pointed it out in my little bit of my failed stream this morning before I had to then be randomly called back into work. Like, if I get the Premier League table up, for all of the negativity that has been surrounding Chelsea this season, and all the negativity of how we're doing terribly under Poch. Yes, whilst we have been, yeah, you look at this Premier League table right now, Chelsea are 2 points off Europe. Like, which is crazy to think. In 10th, we're 2 points off. Anybody from Bournemouth right now, I think, can still qualify for Europe. Genuinely, I write off Fulham because they've played 31, but Bournemouth are only 4 points off West Ham. Like, Chelsea actually have 2 games in hand over West Ham as well. Like, Chelsea win those 2 games in hand, we are 4 points clear of West Ham. We win out, like, we're with 1 game in hand on United. We win that game in hand, we're 3 points behind United. Yeah. Which shows you just how poor these teams have actually been this season, as well. Like, which I don't know if it shows how poor it is or just how competitive it is in this league. That Chelsea, for a team that are supposed to be like really, really shit and have been really, really poor, but yeah, like. It's crazy, that. It's crazy. Right. A 0-0 draw away at Newcastle was a pretty decent result. I agree Chuck played EFC 24 as well. How is your ultimate team going, Chuck? Yeah. Decent, yeah. Like, yeah. But, like, I mean, exclude really Brighton from that one, I think, this season. I don't think Brighton have had the best Europa League campaign this season. But, like, everybody else has. James Hayes, I'd like to see what his potential is. I mean, I did not realise he was 6'2" with 16 jumping reach either. Like, he's developing nicely. He could be incredible. Oh yeah, this is that is very concerning because United have faced the most shots they've ever had in the faced in a Premier League season, and there's still eight games to go. Like, your defense, like, I can understand in a way what he's saying though, because of the amount of issues you've had defensively. Like, that it's not concerning him because you've not had a stable back line. But at the same time, part of that comes from your coaching. It does come back to that, and that's why I agree with you. It does come back to that, but there is also coaching issues with that as well. Yeah, because I watched it in that first 30 minutes yesterday. United were being cut open through the middle of the midfield like a knife through butter. Like, it genuinely astonished me how easily United were getting cut open at times. But at the same point in time, that's all down to the coaching as well. That's how I watched Casemiro at times yesterday, like, jog back whilst players are running past him. Yes, the players are to blame as well, and that's what. Yeah, the players are to blame too. I think it's just a whole mixed match of everything. And I can't remember who said it to me the other day. I can't remember who said it to me, but somebody said something about it being. I have a 32-year-old who's somehow a legend at my club. I brought him on after. One thing, yeah, Southgate is not your answer. Neither is Graham Potter. Man United's answer is not Southgate or Potter. The Man United's answer doesn't exist. Like, that's the thing. Chukwuemeka's going to start. Chelsea at home. We've not actually beaten Chelsea at home in the save. Lefebvre and Chukwuemeka are going to start. We are going to persist with Belengi. 18 appearances and just 2 goals. Even Jesus can't save United at this point. Probably not, no. Probably not. But yeah. Chelsea are 3rd in the form table whilst we're 5th. Fandinho being nervous is not what I like to see. Yeah. Changing the manager isn't the one, but building to... The thing that United's issue is, they've got about, as you said, some players have seen 3 or 4 managers. You've got a combination of 3 or 4 managers worth of players into a squad. It's not, you've got that's a massive rebuild job there. We're playing Chelsea in the Scunthorpe snow. Well, the whole snow. Yeah, it shows every week, yeah. That's the thing. Because your massive injury... And it's the same with Chelsea as well. And where I say... And nobody mentions it with Chelsea. People mention it with Man United. People mention it with Liverpool. People will mention it with City, with Arsenal when they have it. Chelsea have had the most injuries, I think, in the league this season. Or one of the most injuries in the league. A lot of them are to key players... or to players that we would want to build our team around. And That's been our major issue, and that's why you see the lack of it. Plus, also the fact we've signed a multitude of players on like 8-9 year contracts, which is fucking like signing 2 or 3 on a 9-year deal. Yes, I can understand, but the amount, yeah, and it's a whole new squad. Like a lot of consistency needs to be found from it. Like, and I think some of the players that we've got aren't good. Like some of the players you aren't good enough to be at the top. No worries, Sean. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your afternoon. I don't think Rashford leaves. I think Shaw leaving could be useful for you. Get a new left back in. I think, again, that setup you had last season was partly because you had a little bit more consistency in your squad. As Chelsea come forward here, and Chelsea have scored because we don't close the shot down.
Emotional damage.
Hi, Malb. Good haircut. Thank you. How are you? We're losing to Chelsea. That's not what we needed. That actually drops us down to 7th because Arsenal are winning. Grumble. And we're now 13 points off Man City at the top. Chuck University, indeed. Yeah. Just finished work. I mean, Chelsea have had that goal, and that's been the only highlight of the first half. Right, we're going to up the tempo. Because we've had the ball, but we've not had a shot. Life in Seabland is good. Not one when losing 2-0 to Chelsea, though.
Emotional damage.
That's not good news. French fries with cheddar sauce. That's an interesting combination. It's the only reason they stay, yeah. You've been terrible so far, right. Vanarama on a 6.2 is not what we need. And he's anxious, so Panares is coming on at half-time. Jorgensen on a 6.3, he's coming off. And people on 6.4s are lucky they're probably still on the pitch, to be honest. But otherwise, I'll have no subs for the rest of the game. We're going to berate because we're 2-0 down. It is a young squad still, this. So, like, do have to kind of play that in mind. But I still want a little bit more from them. We're going to try and attack Chelsea now. We've got nothing to lose. Lefebvre's not played great, so Salguero's going to come on. We're going to be more expressive, run at their defence. Early crosses, shoot on sight. Distribute that quickly. Get up and press them as well. Press them make mistakes. Yeah. Like, you do have a lot... Man United have a lot of issues. I feel like your midfield is the main one for me. I feel like your midfield is the main one. And also, getting your wide players to actually cross the ball to Rasmus Højlund would be a good start. You've signed the striker to score goals. You've signed him to score goals. Actually get him in there, right? We're moving you back to an AF. The complete forward move has not worked for you, right? Hayes in at centre mid attack. Belingi, we're gonna give him a chance as an AF. Cosmas off for Pont. Long throws from both sides. We've created absolutely nothing in the second half. We might as well try and go for it. Much as I love discussing, I need to go food shopping. No worries. Thank you for the lurk, Di. Hope food shopping can go as well as it can be. As someone that works in a supermarket, I know people do not find it fun. I don't find it fun even if I didn't work in a supermarket. Right, encourage. Right, long throw time. Pont in. Fandinho. It's ball across. And James Hayes has pulled one back. With 20 minutes to go, roughly. We have hope. There is hope. Fandinho does brilliantly. I mean, there was 2 of them queuing up to tap that one in. And in the snow, we might just have to... Oh, okay, let's not concede the next highlight straight afterwards. For fuck's sake. Oh, if Belingi's Scunthorpe career is summed up in one word, in one highlight, it's probably that. Man finally scores and it's an own... I mean, that's not an own goal again, FM, is it, really? but conceding from a set piece as we try to get back into this game. Pont into Fandinho. Pinares, and we've got away with one there. Vignati into Plamain. Hayes had made the run, but it's now cleared away. Vignati, Pont. He's lost out to Spanos there, and now Gallagher's coming forward, and Chelsea are on the counter, and this could be 4. As we've tried to push, we could concede 2. Caicedo, there, that's lovely play. Yeah, that's 4.
Emotional damage.
Oh. I'd love it if we could actually play one of the big teams and actually not like capitulate every single time. But that is just FM at the moment. That is what happens when you're building up. Right, Prescott's being sent off with 15 minutes to go. What have we done? We conceded 2 in a minute. 2 in a fucking minute. But a long throw is in. Is that not a foul? No, no foul there. Pont picks up the loose ball. Into Fandinho. Now Pinares. John. Bait from distance. It's well off target. Yeah, the fans they're walking out. We've subbed on Salguero and he's on a 6.4. Like 3 highlights in 2 minutes, 2 goals on a red card for Chelsea. Doesn't matter. This game is done, dusted, and over. We have capitulated again, and Chelsea probably should have had a 5th there. And it's probably looking at, I think that's 3 defeats in a row now. No, it's 2 defeats and a draw in our last 3. Not what we realistically need. It drops us out because Everton there, yeah. Oh. I mean, it could be worse. We could be Leicester on 5 points, 5 points from 18 games. If we win our game in hand, we go back above Liverpool. We're outside of Europe places on goal difference. It's not like we're out of there on points. But to think we were joint top when we started today's stream, it's been the fall from grace that we kind of expected. But yeah, this month of December was always going to hurt us. The fact we managed to beat Man United was very nice. Bristol City dropping a 2-goal lead to Bristol City was not great. But yeah, November and December have not been great months for us. In generally, this is what we've done today. It's not been great. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. 4 wins, 3 draws. 1, 2, 4 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats. Yeah, 4 wins, 3 draws, 5 defeats. Been what you would describe as massively inconsistent. And now we play Villa there and then Liverpool in the FA Cup. The fact is that we actually now need to beat Villa, really. Like, we've had injuries, we've had all sorts, but hopefully now, coming back into January, what I'm going to do is, can I do a team meeting? Look, there we go. That's worked for a little bit of the morale. Villa away. We beat Villa at home in the league earlier. It took us to the 93rd minute. But yeah, right. I think I'm going to up that tempo back. Put you back to an AF. Up that tempo again. And then go from there. Andreas Christensen. Okay. I'm guessing that's the one that used to be at Chelsea and is currently at Barca. But yeah, like... he ends near his contract. Interesting. I will probably sign him then. We'll do all staffs and contracts at the end of the season. Did I ask you to go back to the main page game? Did I ask you to do that? I don't think I did. No, just Happy New Year, everybody, by the way, as we head from December 31st into January of 2032. He now adapts his game to break the offside trap. That's nice. I want to get one more from him. One more movement, and I want it to be getting into the box if I can. Is it not? Dribble, stop being caught. Move into channels. No, no, no. No. Where is the... Is it technique? No, I swear it was movement. About getting into the opposition box. Unless he already has it. Likes to be offside trap, likes to be opponent, cuts inside from both wings. No, so he hasn't got it. Long shots, lob the keeper, go around, blast place. No. No. Some movement. I would have thought it'd been movement. Dribble through the centre of park. No. Stop being caught offside. No. Not moving into channels. Not hugging the touchline. Not running with the ball more often. Or occasionally. More 1-2s. No. 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 So where is... Can I not get him into the opposition box? Passing. Try killer balls. Avoid attempting. Look for the pass. No. Right, we'll get him to play... Okay. No, see, I don't want that. I want him to get into the opposition box. Alex Thomas has been named European Golden Boy. Defender, 17... 13 jump in reach is a little bit annoying. But again, we'll get him scouted. Cameron Mason wins the Oceanic Footballer of the Year. And then we have nobody in there as well. That's a little bit annoying. I wonder where... Why can't I... Like, I guess maybe because he's beaten the offside trap, I can't get him into the opposition box as well. But I thought you could. I thought you could do both. Like, beat the offside trap and get into the box. Two different parts of the games. But we shall see. Maybe I can't do it straight away. Oh, hello there, Jordan. How are you? You definitely can. I thought so, Ring Rust. I'm fairly certain I have seen a player in my squad have, like, I was training to have both. And I couldn't see in his traits. Right, come on. Is that... Wait, Escobar's loan ends? I thought that was for... Wait, is Escobar the player I think I'm thinking of? I am good. Feels weird being on Twitch. Well... Hopefully it's not too weird and we can have you here for us for more often. But if not, obviously I understand. There's a Jordan. Yes, there is a Jordan. Fandinho is not going to Napoli. Work permits. Mid-table finish we're still keeping. I mean, qualify for the Europa League. It ups our budget by... Wait. It ups our budget by 100k. No fucking point. But yeah, you're not dead. No, I know you're not dead. Right, I gotta see this again. Because unless I'm... So beats offside trap, beats opponent repeatedly and cuts inside from both wings. So discuss new trait. Attacking. Movement training. No. Unless... I don't understand why I can't. I forgot you are Scunthorpe. We're also in the Premier League, Jordan. We're also in the Premier League and we're also chasing Europe. And we've also just and we also just signed. We're just about to sign Mike. So we've signed Millie. We've signed Mike now. There, look, here he is, Mr. Little Left Foot. He's now a Scunny player for the next 4 years. Yeah. We've also signed Dave Azzopardi as well. You're in 2040. Also, Jordan, I want you to have a look for this guy. Because I want you to see if he's also like this good. See, look, gets into opposition area. Sass has it. Sass has it. But basically this guy, Jordan, is the man that makes this skin. Yeah, yeah. If you type Michael SJO into the search bar, he should come up as the first one. But yeah, Twente make offer for you. How good are you? You in next gen. You're also on my default shortlist, so I don't know why you're on there. Maybe so. Maybe so. That could make sense. He's 32 and not left Copenhagen. Interesting. Right, we need to register Mike. Where are you, Mike? Mike, there you are. But yeah, so we're keeping all of them. Wait, does Dave's contract actually end the season? Yes, it does. Right, discuss new contract with agent. That's fine. We'll accept that. Offer you a new deal, youngster. £675 a week with a yearly wage rise. There we go. We keep Dave. Mike is retired. Wow. So what? 8 years into the future. So 8 further years ahead of this. He's for a centre mid instead of a forward. Yeah, let's say do it on Dominguez unless he already has it. Discuss new trait movement. Try and get forward. Because I actually want him to do it anyway. Cut inside from both wings. Play with his back to goal. Come deep to get the ball. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's... Millie went to Lincoln. Yeah, I think he might be positional. Because I can see it on here. No, I don't want to do that. It doesn't have... get forward whenever possible then. No, Can I not cancel? How do you cancel traits again? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Right, Akamark is still injured. Which means Chukwuemeka comes in. Dominguez comes onto the bench. Hayes, Jorgensen, like, who's not played great recently? Bilingi's not had a great game, so Yamazaki's going to start. Lefebvre's not necessarily been in great form, so we'll give Salguero a run here. Aston Villa is a game we need to win. Cosmas isn't necessarily developing as much as I'd like him to, considering he's now 20. But maybe soon. Jorgensen, we're actually going to start Vignati, give him a bit of a... No, he started in the last game, didn't he? We'll start Jorgensen, and we will go again. We shall go again. Come on, lads. We've got nothing to lose here. We've beaten Aston Villa once this season already. Let's see if we can beat them a second time around. We have to improve on that Chelsea defeat. That's probably the first... Chelsea are probably the first Big Six side, like the big sides up here, that we didn't necessarily give like a game to, if that makes sense. Like, So, I mean, that's a good save from Tobias. Mine doesn't exist in October 24. It might be because I didn't have any leagues loaded in Europe until... maybe. But even still, no. Mike should load. All facing the game should load at some point. Even if the new gens don't produce as quickly in those leagues. But yeah. We've not started here. Yeah, probably. And then you just didn't... If you search face in the game, Jordan, as one word, you might see him on the list. If you then search by names alphabetical order. Hayes. Veneri. Jorgensen. Chukwemeka. Lovely. Johan Plamain. Oh, he's hit the bar. Although there is 772 people. Yeah, there is a lot of face in the games. Oh, Yamazaki's picked up from a poor header. He's into the penalty area. Yamazaki, and he's blazed over. Right, John's done well. We've picked up in this last couple of minutes. Salguero. Cosmas. Do not shoot. Do not shoot. Good tackle. Jorgensen. Into Hayes. It's a good save. Because I had a page of regens added in, which adds to that, yeah. Yamazaki, corner whipped in, headed away. Plamain nods it back in. And Hayes has forced another great save. We are peppering the Aston Villa goal here, but still no... still nothing. No reward for it. Corner, and then Veneri heads over. Nick Madden's leaving SI. Oh. Interesting. Mal asking Chuck if you felt the earthquake. Veneri, John. Mal, how was RTL last night as well? Like, I can't remember. I looked a little bits on Twitter. I seen that Armstrong, I think, went through, but I don't know who else went through. John, down the left-hand side. Can we find something in first half added time? Hayes in. Yamazaki! Come on! That's what we needed. All went smooth outside of the usual FM online fun times. Okay, yeah, like games crashing by any chance. Because I saw game week 2 crash when Armstrong was 4-0 up against Kev. But then decided to sim. Yeah, Mike not there. That's a shame. Yeah, Mike must have retired. Liverpool are losing 3-0 at home to Bournemouth, which... makes me very happy that Liverpool are losing, but at the same time concerns me that Bournemouth are picking up form. And Plamain's just given that away. Antonio, he's got to square it. Does 1-1, of course.
Emotional damage.
Because that's not been coming. You're at Sao Paulo, but game stayed up and simmed, yeah. Interesting. And now Marco John's got injured. Right. We're gonna bring both fullbacks on so we keep the long throws. Plamain's on a 6.3. Get off my pitch. Hayes is knackered but playing okay. We're gonna bring Lefebvre in as well. We're gonna play there. 4 changes. So the results weren't too different. Okay. Pont, long throw. Look at that for a bullet throw. It's a shame it's come to nothing, but look at that for a bullet long throw from him. I mean, we've then given possession away, which is not good news. Jorgensen. Right, can we like, win the ball back, please, lads? Win that header. Fandinho has. Chukwemeka back at Villa Park. Pont into Gerben Rook. It's a wonderful ball, and Yamazaki's in. Oh, he should score. It's a great chance. Oh. Arsenal are losing to Leeds. Come on. Oh, we've hit the post now. How are we not winning this game? As I cannot see the CONCACAF Champions League at all. Like, not even click it. It's a square safe. Rip. I mean, saves you travelling to North America, I suppose. Unless it's, like, branded as something different. As Gatti's header is over the bar. I found out when I was there, rip. Chukwuemeka is knackered. Let's bring Greg Dominguez on for him as our final change. Again, a draw's not horrible, but a win would put us level on points with Liverpool. Lefebvre, whip it. He has done. Vaneri down. Fandinho's, I think, hit the post. Jorgensen was offside at some point in that build-up, but we've rattled the post and both posts, I think, in this game. Do we chase it late on? We've created a 2.8 XG. Run at defence. We'll keep the same there. Early crosses and shoot on sight. Distribute it quickly. Let's get forward. Let's get up. There. Won the Champions League. I mean, that's incredible. What a man you are. Jordan, I can make you even more sick. This saves Spurs are back-to-back Premier League winners. And have won the Europa League. And Ange Postecoglou's done it all for them. 7 added minutes. Come on, lads. Give me an attacking highlight. Give me an attacking highlight. Nothing? Really? Nothing? Really? Really? Oh. Really? A draw against Aston Villa. And what will probably be, let's have a look. I mean, we're into European football. Sad indeed. Everton, I don't think have played. Marco John, how long are you out for? 2 to 3 weeks. Amazing. Competitions. No, Everton we're on the same amount of points as them, so they might have done. They did and lost to Fulham. So it's, in a way, not a bad day to slip up. Unless Chelsea go on and win this game. No comment. We might be in the market for another player. It might be New Year's Day, but yeah. Chelsea wins, so that moves us. So that means we're 7 points off Champions League, but we're in the Europa League places, which is all that matters. It could be worse, as I said. Could be Leicester, who have not won any of their opening 19 Premier League games. But yeah, that is chat where I'm going to call it today. It's 6 o'clock. I've been live for about 4 or so, just under 4 hours. So Arsenal won. Yeah, Arsenal. Porto in 25-26 is interesting. No, I've had PSG win 3 Champions Leagues in this save. Already in 9 seasons, which is slightly cursed, including back-to-backs. But thank you very much for being here today. We will look for somebody to raid. I will be back next week now because I'm working tomorrow and Sunday. So yeah, we'll be back at some point next week. Do you know what? Have I raided him recently? I need to have a look at who I've raided recently. I can't. Do you know what? Yes, Mal. Yes. Yeah, it is. It is Mr. Contractually Obligated himself. Also in the Copa Lib semis. Nice. We're going to Mr. Gavin Brash. To complete the challenge. Is that it? That's all you got to do. Nice. But yeah, we're off to Gav. Go and show Gav some love and support. Thank you to both Dowji and Kev for the raids today. Been very, very much appreciated. Thank you to everybody that's followed. Scunthorpe are in the European hunt. 18 games to go. We're halfway through the season. We're only 6 points off safety. So make of that what you will. Can we get Europe? I bloody well hope so. Go and say hi to Gav. Thank you to everybody that's there. Everybody that's new as well, just quickly before I go on the thing. The Discord and the Twitter are in the chat now. If you want to drop them a follow quickly and join the Discord. It's where I post every time I go live and all my stream schedules as well. Thank you very, very much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. Go and say hi to Gav. I will be back next week. Have a lovely, lovely weekend and see you all soon. Bye.